can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
You're listening to Pod at the Palace with Curtis Wilkerson on Inside Arkansas.
And welcome into Pod at the Palace here on Inside Arkansas, a little watch party. I'm John Neighbors alongside Curtis Wilkerson and Andrew Ellis. Appreciate each and every one of you for making us a part of your morning this morning, because it's about to be in the afternoon. But hey, Arkansas and the Ole Miss Rebels are going to be having a little SEC tournament action. So we do a little pregame action presented by Bryant Technologies, which of course they have you covered when it comes to all of your high quality infrastructure and camera solutions. When it comes to security and everything, you can call them today at 870-883-0330 or check out their website at bryantstechnologies.com with that S in between, bryantstechnologies.com. Protecting and supporting the state of Arkansas and the surrounding states. But fellas, how we feeling today? Got a really easy win yesterday. What about today? How's the vibes?
I feel better than Cooper Flagg's ankle. I'll tell you that right now.
Say too soon.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of the NCAA tournament. Like, you want to see that dude play, but at any rate, I'm good. I'm in a good mood. The vibes are high. We're playing with house money today, boys. Playing with house money.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're all on the same page. Like, right before we went live, John was just like, "Hey, we're on the same page on this, right?" And I was like, "Actually, I'm way the other direction, where I would actually be borderline annoyed if Arkansas won today, especially if it's a game where it's like a back and forth battle that takes a lot out of both teams. I think then I would solidify Arkansas being in that 8-9 situation. Although, Curtis, I'm glad you brought up Cooper Flagg. I saw this comment and was like, I wonder how long it'll take me to get into this. This is setting up perfectly for Arkansas to be in that like Purdue range where they had that big guy out and we were like, oh yeah, you beat this team, you beat Butler easily, you beat them, you're on your way, and then Arkansas would lose in the 8-9 game. That's 100% what we're setting ourselves up for.
Yeah, you're right.
I was going to say I didn't see the video or anything like that. I just saw Twitter talking about it, and when I saw the video and how it's set up, I had to pause it because here's the thing: I don't get squeamish about injuries very often. But when it comes to jumping up and twisting an ankle, I do, because that's exactly how I tore my Achilles tendon when I was 15 years old. I went up for a rebound in basketball, landed on a guy's shoe, and popped it. So I'm not watching the video because it'll make me squeamish, but that does really suck. That sucks for him. And yeah, I mean, it's so fun to watch. And right there in the tournament, like right in postseason, I just hate that for him. I really do. And I don't care for Duke. No, I don't think anybody does unless you're a Duke fan, but it sucks for him.
What you really want to happen is for Georgia Tech to go ahead and beat Duke here. Because what that means then is, even if North Carolina now wins today against whoever they're playing, their whole path to the tournament was predicated around, well, if they just get to the semis or whatever and they beat Duke, then they've got a shot to get in. Well, if they don't play Duke, they don't get that. So like they would then have to go win the entire damn tournament, which would be hilarious to me because they don't belong in the conversation, much less the field.
Shout out to Joe Lunardi, who just has the Hogs back and heard all the chatter, heard all the stuff going around, and then just decided overnight, he's like, you know what? No one else will. I'm just going to crunch the numbers. There's no way in hell Arkansas is getting bumped out of this sucker. Because I feel like he might not be the number one bracketologist. I know he's actually very much not, because there's 1,000 people that do it now, and there's all these random people we've never heard of who are in the top 200. But he still sets the tone. He's still Joey Brackets. He's still the most notable one. He's still the one you see on TV the most. Good on him for just doing what he had to do and just being like, you know what? I'm tired of everybody talking about Arkansas. They're good.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see. And I think you tweeted out, Curtis, the latest where Arkansas is no longer even in the last 4 buys in there in that list, which tells me that he just doesn't have Arkansas in the tournament anymore. I mean, that's where it's at. They're not listed anywhere.
Yeah, pop him out. He's had enough.
Yep. That win over South Carolina in the first half, he was feeling good, but second half, they're like, this team's not ready for March. We can't do this. So,
in all seriousness, though, to talk about that 8-9 game possibility, like you're starting to see Arkansas pop up in more 9 seed ranges. Most of it is 10 seed, but if you start looking at some of those comparable resumes right there, like if Arkansas wins today, there is a strong argument to be made that their resume is better than Vanderbilt's and Baylor's and West Virginia's and San Diego State's and Utah State. I mean, especially if Mississippi State wins today also, and then that bumps back up to a quad 1. Like they'd be at 7 quad 1 wins, and we would really be looking at an 8-9 game if Arkansas wins this game for sure.
Is Arkansas definitely over Georgia now too? Because I mean, Georgia loses to Oklahoma, right?
Georgia's way ahead of Arkansas.
Really?
Like they're like 10 spots up in every metric, or they were coming into the tournament. They were way ahead.
But that's one thing. I'm like, if Arkansas wins today, and Georgia, who's coming off a loss to Oklahoma, which doesn't knock you too much because the metrics love Oklahoma too, then you start looking at that and you're like, Arkansas has a win over Georgia, win over Vandy, wins over Mississippi State. You start looking around and then just beat Ole Miss, and you're like, damn, Arkansas really has a better resume and is playing better basketball than a lot of these teams.
Like all these teams, yeah.
Yeah, and where a week ago we were sitting here talking about Texas. We're comparing Arkansas to Oklahoma, Texas, these 6-win SEC teams. Now I think Arkansas has graduated to more sophisticated talks now.
Yeah, that's right. They're sipping wine instead of draft beer. So
exactly. We're out of that club now.
Yeah. Well,
we're talking about what our favorite Joyce is, you know?
I'm watching here the SEC Network and seeing Cal walking in. He's worn that blazer before. I believe that's the same blazer he wore against the Mississippi State Bulldogs at home. So
solid.
Yeah,
I just saw Lawson Blake pregame dunk in warmups.
Look good.
By the way, that's a good omen. He's bouncy, springy.
Man,
if you have a compromised Big Z, just get Lawson Blake in there, man.
Yeah. What's the worst he could do?
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about attire real quick? About how you guys just completely screwed me over on this?
Do you even have a Hawaiian shirt?
I have a semi-Hawaiian shirt, but it's not a Razorback Hawaiian shirt. It's just a gray and white floral logo.
Well, sucks to suck, man. No.
We did. It was a random happening.
It was.
I wanted to wear this shirt to Alumni Hall the other day, but I needed to iron it. I didn't have time to get the wrinkles out of it, so I saved it for a special occasion, which is like clinch day or post clinch day. It's just all about the vibes for this one today.
Yeah,
can't be mad. Yeah, I can't be mad and salty watching a basketball game when I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. That just doesn't play well. So.
Good point.
I didn't know if it was maybe for a nod to Hawaiian Maui, Brazil.
Maybe so. Yeah, it could be that.
Playing like it.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, there's DJ Wagner who's reportedly transferring.
Yeah, heard
some
that.
shots up, and I love Trilly, man, but I don't know. I'm not sure if our sources are aligned on that one. We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, did you see the report about Arkansas's new women's basketball coach? Is Molly Miller is choosing between two schools, according to the reports, between Arkansas and Arizona State?
Huh. There's another opening in there that I felt like she was getting offered or in the mix for.
I had heard the Arizona State thing. Was she where was she at before Grand Canyon?
It was like Drury or something, like some.
That's right. Oh yeah, because I was thinking Springfield. So I was like, was she at Missouri State or something? So maybe that's right. No, she's good.
Yeah, she was at Drury, and
Missouri's job is I see it in the chat. Missouri's job is open too, so that would kind of make sense. But
golly, she chooses Missouri over Arkansas. It'll kill us.
I see David here. He says, "Is there a number we can lose by that actually helps our metrics here?" Not really. You just want here's the thing. Here's what I will say. I'm not going to be upset if Arkansas loses. Don't no show though. You know what I mean? Like just don't come out here and do the thing where you just clearly don't care and you get beat by 25 or something and you hurt some of your metrics, because then you'll be back in that 10, 11 range. You don't even want to mess with that. You don't want the bad vibes that come with it. If you're going to lose admirably. I just play a close competitive game, and it's not going to change much. A win or a loss in close fashion is not going to change a ton in the metrics, but you're kind of at the point where you got to have some extremes to make a big needle move, I guess, in some of those areas.
You have to.
I'm glad Jay Billis is back.
I'm sure he is too.
Cock.
Is he? You think he's pissed about the Cooper Flag thing right now? Like he's thinking about that. That's dominating his thoughts. He's
definitely thinking about that. By the way, if you go to ArkansasRazorbacks.com to the schedule, so you can click on the game link, it is on SEC Neat Work.
NEE.
NETE.
Ah,
Man.
Good.
You know, that's that would be kind of cool if they called it the neat work. But
Yeah.
you know who's going to the NCAA tournament again? Will Wade.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. Good for Will Wade, man.
40-2 in whatever the hell is it, the SWAC?
Is that what they're in?
Southland.
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 Yeah, that's right.
SWAC is like Grambling, Pine Bluff, and all them.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to our Kentucky fan. Not you. Joy to the world. Says, I can't listen to those bozos on the broadcast. Thanks for doing the live. You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll do our
Yeah.
best.
We're totally going to be way better than Jay Billis.
Yeah. And what does that guy know?
I hope we'll be less annoying to Razorback fans than Jay Billis. And that's saying something because we do annoy some Razorback fans, but hey.
Yeah. It's a war of attrition.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's 12:02. They're already late. I guess that is the good thing about not like doing a noon game too, is you don't have to wait on other teams or other
That
games.
is nice.
It's just like you know you're going, even though they're still late for whatever reason. But you know you're not at the mercy of some other game going to overtime or having a bunch of reviews or anything like that.
Right.
Curtis, how about the Kentucky fans that were just tweeting at you today, just crying?
Out of nowhere, just like out of nowhere.
Yes.
God, Arkansas, sir, it's just a travesty of a season. It's like, why are you doing this now? I really think that they can't help it, man. They were so triggered that John Calipari won an SEC tournament game. It's just like, got a tweet. They freak out, man. These people are borderline insane.
Yeah, speaking of, I had a random deal with a Missouri fan was DMing me last night, just out of the blue, just saying -4.5. What an epic collapse! Crying, laughing emoji like crazy. It's like, why are you DMing me?
Like, you have an L to hold too.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Man?
And then if it was because he put money on, I was like, well, that's your stupid self for like betting on the Hogs. Like that's on you.
Right.
Shouldn't be on anyone else.
How do we feel about our girl, sweet Arkansas girl, sweet Arkansas gal? I can't either watch you or the game, and I'm choosing you dudes to really make this fun. I like it. I appreciate that. But now I'm nervous because now I know that there's at least one person who's like counting on us to like tell the story of the game.
Well, here's the first story. Big Z did not win the jump ball. So if anybody bet on that, it's tough
Did
seeing.
not.
Yeah.
I went 1-2 betting on that this year. Just want to let y'all know.
All right. Well, we're underway.
Yeah. Malik Dia with that pull-up jumper, he absolutely cooked Arkansas the last game, and he probably will today too. Got a nice little airballed layup from Big Z to get things started. Yeah, Dia's a matchup problem, man. He's so big, but he's literally just like a huge guard.
Jeez,
Man, these
fast
uniforms
pace.
are so good. Ooh.
Fast pace already.
Yeah.
Smart of Ole Miss to be like, hey, let's make these dudes run.
Yeah, they're going to break a sweat early here. It's a good look from Trevin. I don't know how far ahead or behind I am of anybody, but
No,
you're
like
a second ahead, 2 seconds ahead.
there's a good contest by Mr. Z with the leg sleeve on. Oh,
I
baby.
wonder how many minutes Z will play.
I don't know. Is this going to be a we missed all our shots thing, or?
Well,
I'm very happy with the looks here early. Very happy with the looks. There's Dia again. Malik Dia is he is the father of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Wow, just didn't even jump on that three.
Absolute stud, man.
Yeah, he hit a couple of those threes in the first game. I forgot about that.
That's a terrible pass. We're on our way to
Well,
here, boys.
You know, it's totally fine. You don't need to make shots anyways.
He letting the kids play. Cal's like, I don't have anything different than what I told him 2 minutes ago. I don't know. I ain't no sense in calling a timeout.
Yeah, they're rushing it. This could get weird. Come on, boys. Yeah. If y'all listened to Pod the Palace this morning, you knew that this was going to happen with Malik Dia. Arkansas ain't got nothing for that dude.
He looks like a first rounder today.
Yeah.
All right. Good
9-0. Arkansas is getting their 11-minute scoring drought out of the way early.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart move. All right.
There's no way. I'm not getting upset. I mean, it's just they're getting the shit beat out of them right away, and I'm just pointing out what's happening.
It is undeniable what is happening.
Yeah. Kind of part of it. Kind of
I
part
like
of the fun.
this a lot. I really do actually like starting the game with your worst stint right there, because having it in the second half where it sneaks up on you, that would have actually annoyed me. This doesn't annoy me as much because we went in kind of bracing for impact.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas yesterday when they started to slip, like we were feeling really confident. And so that was what was really frustrating about it. I was like, we had to change our tune in real time. Whereas like we kind of came in here chilling.
Yeah. Career game incoming for this kid. It's like anybody who's a slightly athletic forward really puts it on Arkansas as long as Big Z's in the game. Like I bet Jonas will do a decent job on him here. Speaking of Jonas doing a decent job.
Man.
He's just a feaster now, huh?
Helps feast whenever you're guarded, you get to switch on the 5'11" white guy that fell down.
And you take advantage of it, man. Yeah. How about that? I will say, like, they missed some shots or whatever here early, and Ole Miss is obviously a little bit fresher, but Arkansas they don't look like they have super heavy legs or anything.
Yeah.
Early on, just,
I am still in a commercial break. I don't know about y'all.
Arkansas is worthy of a live bet, frankly.
I'm not in a commercial. I just saw a dunk.
Yeah, no, I'm
basketball.
I'm seeing hoop is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch the apps. This is crap.
Trevin Brazil threw one down, and it's
good
9-4 now. Yeah,
I have still yet to see Arkansas score a basket.
Now they've been getting up and down.
Yeah, Billy and Jonas are in now, John. So the energy's up, baby. Dia is an absolute savage. I wanted him, and I'm going to talk him up the whole game. People are going to be like, God, man, like get off this dude's, whatever. But I really wanted him in the portal. Talked about him all the time. Nelly. Silly passes, bro.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, 11-4 at the first media timeout. Arkansas settled in after that 9-0 start a bit, but they just got to guard Dia. I mean, you would think he's not going to go for 50, right?
I would imagine not.
Arkansas is the damage.
4-2 since that timeout. So
yeah,
once again, got composure.
Dia's got 9 points on 4-4 shooting here. So, like I would imagine at some point he is going to miss a shot and then this will tighten up some. So
the commentator said just now, they're like, he's in double figures already. Like, I don't think he is.
It feels like it, but yeah. BTC Pack said Dia's frying us. He had I think it was like 21-8 in the first game, but I just remember that weird, like it's like he's shooting a free throw, but it's a 3. He just doesn't get off the ground at all. And so you're like, oh, this guy's not athletic at all. But then he was, ISOing guys up and hitting crossovers and Euro steps in transition. I'm like, man, this dude he's pretty skilled. He's a good player.
Hey, Every time I hear the phrase "he's a good player," I think of John's Bobby P impersonation when he's talking about Ty Washington.
No, Ty Washington
yeah.
is a good player. He's a great player. He's a great guy. He likes to catch the ball. He and really throw the ball really well too. So we're really looking forward to him playing for someone else.
Oh man. Austin said Thero would lock his ass up. He didn't, but
he was presented with an opportunity to do so.
It did take him the entire game to get to 21 last time, though. It might take him like 5 more minutes of real time in this one. So he probably did a better job.
Hey, what y'all think of Flag's parents doing this?
Well, I like the words that were coming out of his mom's mouth while she was doing it. Like she literally did the on his head thing. And then she made I don't know if it was like Facebook or Twitter, but like a social media post where she basically did the Conor McGregor. Because she went viral for it. She was like, I would like to apologize for absolutely nothing. Like it's in the moment. Carolina fans suck. So, hey, like she leaned into it. It was pretty awesome. Way better than Mark Fear's mom. I got to say.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's a really good villain move from the White family from Duke, like just being obnoxious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's a good question from James Hall. He says, who y'all got in the other 3 SEC games today, and what's the best game overall? What's the order of operation here for today? Let me pull up the bracket real quick, and we can do that. Arkansas Ole Miss is clearly the best game of the day. I mean, we know that.
You got Kentucky, Oklahoma today?
Kentucky, Oklahoma is the nightcap, and that's the one I'm most looking forward to watching, just because all the spiciness with that game. I think Kentucky's actually probably going to beat them, but
they played like last week.
Yeah, it wasn't long ago, but I hope there's some extracurriculars in that one. That could be fun. Missouri, Mississippi State, kind of gross, but it might not be as gross as Texas A&M and Texas. Neither one of those games do much for me personally. I hope A&M goes ahead and beats Texas. I'm tired of hearing about it. They can start that coaching search over there. Missouri, Mississippi State. Give me Mississippi State just because that Mizzou fan was in John's DMs last night. So screw them.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Good enough for me.
All right. Oh, we're playing basketball again. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hoop is back on the telly.
Hey, dude, getting a little block.
I think we need to put the kibosh on the transition mid-range jumpers from Billy. Let's get to the rack. I know layups isn't really his thing either, but
he hit that 1-3 the other day, and now all of a sudden he's a jump shooter off the dribble.
Yeah, I like the confidence though. Oh, Trevin almost broke Malik Diaz's ankles on a back cut. He almost dropped him.
And nice. Ooh, put him on skates.
Dang.
Well, good news is that Ole Miss isn't really hitting many shots either.
No.
Anymore.
That is tough, man. Nelly Davis he just was not doing that for what, like 20 games this year? That's really good to see.
When he made that stupid pass earlier, I thought he should have just kind of pulled up in that mid-range area. He had a step. I felt like he could have gotten a good shot there. So it's good to see him be aggressive there. Look for a shot.
Right.
The duo over here just jacking shots and none of them's going in.
Dude.
A-do. How do A-do?
Unk is in his bag.
Yeah, Arkansas settled in nicely.
Yeah, they have. You got to remember, they played less than 24 hours ago, so
yep,
it's might take them a minute to get their legs back under them and stuff, but they're hanging in there. That was just I think you just live with that,
Yeah. What do you do?
Ole Miss is acting like this is a Final Four game on their bench, man.
Did Ole Miss make the tournament last year?
I can't remember.
No, they didn't. They started really, really well, and they faded in SEC play. I think they might have won 20 games or something, but they didn't make it.
Oh, hey, that's a very bad goaltend, by the way.
Yeah, what was he thinking?
That's an easy one to officiate.
This is a Final Four game, guys. Come on now.
Yeah.
Take a look at it. There's nothing to take a look at. It was clearly goaltending.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to poo-poo on Ole Miss for being so. I mean, you want bench energy and everything, but damn, they're really feeling it. Oh baby.
Oh. And one. And one.
The last thing I expected was for John L. Davis to dunk that and get fouled.
I'm telling you, this dude's hooping. Listen, this is the first time pretty much all year that we can confidently say Arkansas's top 2 transfers, neither one of them stink.
Man.
At no point this year has that been a truly accurate statement. Built for March.
Martinelli.
Yeah. January, February, Nelly, April.
So Arkansas was down what? 9-0?
Yeah, it was 9-0 to start the game.
Come off. Oh. Oh my goodness, dude. Give it to him.
That ball, it literally died on the rim. He's laughing. He was like, that was a better attempted miss than my free throw yesterday. Dang, bro.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Good for him.
So think about that. Arkansas was down 9-0 with 17 minutes to go. And now they took a lead with 12 minutes to go. It's a good stretch.
Yeah,
good stretch of ball.
You can do the thing where it's like, oh, we don't care that much about winning or whatever. But when you're playing the game, it's impossible to not be ultra competitive. Like it's,
and they're not that tired yet. That was a tough game yesterday, but it's like they'll really be tired this time tomorrow, second half tomorrow. But right now, it's still early in game 2. Like they're chilling. They got a good little break before this.
Oh, that was just one of the top 5 worst passes I've ever seen. But okay. Dang, Trev.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all better bring a double on Jonas. You feel like DJ should get more calls than he does?
I wouldn't mind it.
With the way he gets downhill. And that was just a very blatant and obvious push off on Ole Miss on that. I mean, that's textbook. Nothing?
Dude.
I mean, okay. I don't want to be that guy.
Do it.
But what the hell? I mean, that's 3 possessions in a row. Like DJ gets hip checked. Buddy gets out here in transition and just absolutely drops a shoulder and a clear push off. Nothing. Nelly drives, goes up. There's clear contact in there. What are we doing? Like, just call it. Just call it.
Did Trevin pump fake a bad pass and make an even worse pass on that possession? Because it looked like he was about to throw it to the wing right there, and then it was like, oh, no, there's a guy there. Let me throw it across court. And then, like, oh, no, there's also a guy there. I think he pump faked a bad pass to make an even worse pass.
Did the Ole Miss guy do the too small thing to Jonas Adu because he got a steal and dunked it? Was it that guy?
Yeah.
Can he really do the too small thing if he just stole it and ran down the court?
Well, he dropped his shoulder on him like he was a running back hitting the hole.
Okay, I see.
And then
that's
it
what
was the other play. He had 2 in a row there. But
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Curtis, I need to call for backup.
Okay.
So Hunter says that I need to admit that my comment about Nelly not being a plus defender was whack. So one, I would say that throughout the year, I've gradually kind of come around and been like, I've been pretty open about with Nelly. Like, he's not good in terms of keeping a man in front of him. In fact, that's like, he's really bad at it, I would argue. But he does have these games. About every third game, he rattles off 3 or 4 steals. He's very physical, when keeping guys, when he's defending dribbles. He just sometimes doesn't keep guys in front of him. But like, he's become a competent defender because of the playing the passing lanes, coming up with huge plays. And when he's in position, he's contesting shots pretty well. So I've like backtracked a little bit on it, but like, I wouldn't say Nelly Davis is like first team all defense.
I think he's been a great defender in terms of like creating havoc.
Right.
Like he always creates chaos in there. He's really good at I feel like kind of going rogue and then maybe,
that's pretty much
making a gamble, or getting in a passing lane or something, and then recovering well.
Great with his hands. His hands are great in terms of contesting and just playing passing lanes, whatever it is. But I just feel like, one-on-one, he's not like a guy you like put on the best offensive player.
Yeah,
you don't like put him on a good defender. He's like an off-ball defender.
He's really good at you put him on the shooter. Because he's really good at fighting through and getting over the top of screens and everything and kind of staying close and getting in airspace. But
sneaky big and physical for a college wing,
It kind of freaked me out. I don't know if it freaked me out, but being up close to him at when we were at Auburn, because we were on the floor before the game taking pictures and stuff. He's big, man. He's a big dude. I mean, he's every bit as tall as me. So like that 6'4" or whatever he's listed at is probably right. And he's got way more meat on his bones, I think, than it looks like on TV.
Easy.
Yeah, he's a big kid for sure.
I honestly think if he's going to play professionally, like the defense is probably where he's going to be able to do that. Obviously, it's really going to be more of he'll be a 3-and-D guy, but he's closer to being that guy than I thought he was when Arkansas recruited him. I thought he was a better ball handler than he was, but a worse defender.
Yeah. Do they call anything on that?
Spicy. Better not have.
I don't blame never mind. I don't blame Trevin.
No, I don't blame Trevin for that.
No. He didn't do anything bad there.
Yeah, it's just like, get off me, bro. Entertaining game so far. I am happy that we got 9-0 right away, and like we still want to be entertained. you know, so it's good to see.
Good to see Carter Knox back in there. You think he will arrive here soon?
I'm getting ready. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Like, dang, man, DJ just gets molested every time he puts the ball on the floor. I'm thinking about sending the bat signal out for Carter Knox.
Yeah.
Like, where have you been, man? We haven't seen you since Vandy.
Yeah. He went through a stretch where he was so consistent. He was like arguably the most consistent in terms of just giving Arkansas the same production each game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. I don't think I've ever seen a ball go that far down the net and come back out.
Oh, it was impressive. Yeah, if Arkansas wasn't playing right now, I'd be tapped into that Iowa State BYU game. The last time those two teams played, that was a hell of a watch, man.
Potential second round matchup, Iowa State.
It's 53 to 49 at halftime. So those dudes are getting up and down.
Sheesh, yeah. That Igor guy's good.
Good hands or feet, Jonas. Never mind. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He would have been fun as a Razorback. Look at the boys, iced out and then dripped out in Razorback gear. What are you gonna do?
No, they're only in this for the bag, guys. Come on, shut up. We're in here for the bag.
Just get burned on a baseline inbounds.
Fine.
That nothing easy shirt is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say Razorback fans want that.
Good. Gotta make the shot, man. Wide open.
Hey, you're not gonna get a better look than that.
Yeah. They just not. We're just gonna hear win or lose the John Calipari on repeat thing about missing the wide open ones.
I mean, you got to make shots.
How's that
You
not
gotta make
traveling, man?
shots.
The worst offensive rebounding team in the SEC, by the way, Ole Miss.
It's good. Can't wait for them to break their record today. Season high.
I really want to, if we don't see anything else for the rest of this game, I want to see Carter Knox have a pulse.
Just knock down a wing three.
Yeah, we can't go back to the cardio Carter thing.
They're reviewing it for goaltend.
My ass.
It's not a goaltend at all. Like, that's not even close.
Feels like it hit the backboard.
Did it?
I think so.
At least the angles I saw. Okay, this is a better angle. Yeah, it did hit the backboard.
Did it? Yeah, I thought it did.
Let's say, like, the angles it was showing from, like, straight on, it looked clean, but it shows you how quick it was.
Dang. And where it hit the backboard, it probably wasn't going to go in.
Yeah, from the straight ahead angle, it looked clean. You couldn't see it hit the backboard.
I guess they called it. So
It hit the backboard at so early on.
0% chance he was making it.
Yeah, that was like with the angle. There's just no way that was going to go in. Boy, if you see Trevin Brazil contesting your shot, just get it to the backboard.
Yeah,
Get it there. Yeah, Arkansas's got to be top 12 nationally. Goaltends and own goals. Basket interference. They've done a few basket interference on offenses as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game of inches.
So it's an 11-0 or 11-1 run, I guess, by Ole Miss now.
And I keep feeling like Arkansas is just missing a bunch of shots, but they're really not shooting that poorly.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like they are.
Billy Rich. Good job, baby.
I mean, still on pace to score a decent amount. Not really.
Oh,
They're not going to give him the and. I mean, come on, bro.
give him the end one on that.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, if you can't call that continuation, then I just
Yeah, give the man some love, you know? He works so hard.
and that's only the third Ole Miss foul.
It's on Dia at least.
That looked like a long two to me. Yeah.
I think that's what they called, yeah.
It was on Dia, you said?
Yeah, that foul was.
That's good. It's a way to meet him where he receives it there, Trevin. Dang, man, they're just stroking it. Just a long stroking on him. Good Lord, man.
Been a few off the dribble step backs that they've made.
It's just every team can make them except Arkansas. But nothing is as bad as that dude shooting the knuckleballs for South Carolina yesterday, man.
Yeah.
The line drive. Good job, Billy. The take. At least these guys have a track record of making some shots.
Ole Miss is just not missing.
No, yeah, they're nearly perfect in this game. So Arkansas is not even. It doesn't even feel like they're playing that poorly. They're on track to get 20. But if you shoot 100%, like it's impossible to beat a team, I think.
Well, we're about to find out. You know what this really is shaping up to be an acceptable loss.
I mean, again, I'm fine with whatever the result is of this game.
Because, Arkansas is going to make a run and get close, but we're going to look back and we're going to say, well, Ole Miss just went through that stretch where they didn't miss any shots in the first half, and they started off 9-0, and Arkansas just couldn't quite overcome that. It won't be an acceptable loss if they, completely mail it in second half, though.
Good Lord. I mean, it's just relax. Hey, let's see if we can get a shot on goal, boys. What do you say?
But
Stop missing the ball all over the floor. I'm glad Cal's screaming at him. Good Lord. Acting like they're the damn Lakers out there. It's Ole Miss, man. You just act like you know how to play.
He's got him playing a little too loose.
Function. Let's go back to where you're just missing shots instead of just kicking the ball over the court and letting them drive middle on you to the rim every play. Goodness gracious.
I'm all for Petula to just keep shooting threes. Let him.
I love that the comment comes in that Cal doesn't care if they win as he's running out on the floor screaming at Trevin Brazil.
He wants him to play well. That was one thing he even said in his thing pre-SEC tournament, want them to play well.
Jay Billis says Arkansas is leaving the floor when Ole Miss lifts up their eyebrows. Just apparently that's a thing.
Breaking news. Gabe Gackle is no longer the Friday night starter at the University of Arkansas.
Uh-oh.
He is now the Saturday starter at the University of Arkansas. And Mr. Root will be taking the ball tomorrow.
Just goes to show you Dave has no idea what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Matt Hobbs is just he's pissed he didn't get the job because Dave was supposed to retire last year. I mean, there's toxicity among the staff. I'm just getting all that out of there.
Panic move.
Yeah, panic move.
Moving up Root on 80 pitches, an extra day rest.
Golly. Honestly, I mean, it is the right move. IMO.
Dave hinted crazy. Tuesday, he wouldn't say it, but someone was like, "Are you going to go with the same rotation this week?" And he said, "Yeah, we'll end up throwing the same three guys." And then someone was like, "Is the order going to be the same?" And he said, "We'll announce it Thursday."
Shout out to our guy Jose. He just says, instead of watching the game, I'll just join the stream and listen to you guys. Y'all do a better job anyways. Thanks, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's what's fun about this is it's just obviously we gotta be on camera and talk about it, but it's we're gonna watch the game anyways, so might as well talk about it at the same time too.
I'm really glad this happened because I purposely didn't record Bombastic today, and I was like, I'm hoping that I get information. Hell yeah. I think Arkansas. What's the target number to be down by at half, Curtis? 6?
Just, I mean, single digits at least. But yeah, if you got it, I feel pretty good if they got it down to 6-7. How much time's left? 6. Oh, plenty of time. Yeah.
A lot of time.
6 under for sure. For some reason, I thought that was the under 4. Time flies when you're having fun.
No, yeah, it's been a fun first half to watch. I would say.
Let's hope the second half goes well.
Question Everything says the Hogs only having 7 players is rough. The problem is they only have 6 because Z is, I mean, no disrespect, he's damn near useless right now. I mean, he's giving them absolutely nothing at all on either end of the floor. So that makes it even more challenging.
Has he's been out for 11 minutes?
Yeah, I think since he came out the first time, and maybe he'll play some here. I don't know, but I would almost just freaking play him and just see if he can work through it here. I mean, if this game really doesn't matter, then he's got to get a little bit of confidence. He needs to see the ball go in the net, see himself not get dominated in the paint despite being a foot taller than everyone.
Curtis, you got to add another guy to your transfer portal big board. I don't know anything about him, but I just want him added.
Okay.
Cooper Schweiger from Valparaiso.
From Valpo? Okay.
Yeah,
like it.
he's
All right,
6'10". He averaged 16 and 8 and 2, and he was all MVC second team. But just to look at him, I'm like, yeah, he would be somebody that everyone would hate.
I like it.
So I want that.
Z is back in the game. And
Ask,
Carter.
you shall receive, Curtis.
That's right. And he got an offensive rebound, sort of.
That's nice.
Goodness gracious, son.
Sheesh. What in the heck
And then
is
Carter-
happening?
Carter's just out there to.
Yeah, dude. Come on, Carter.
He's just out. He's like, I got next on pickup or something. I mean, what are we doing, bud? I mean, he was on a freaking heater for like 6 games, and he's just.
Yeah, it's almost like as soon as you're like when Brazil and Adu start stepping up, it's almost like the balancing act. It's like, well, somebody else has to step down.
Law of averages.
Yeah,
It's gonna be me.
kind of weird. Maybe he's just hitting that freshman wall here. Make this shot and shut me up.
All right, Carter.
Nope.
He's hitting the freshman wall that smacked Moses Moody right in the face.
He's just chucking it, man.
And Billy's hitting the freshman wall that Devo ran through.
Yeah.
Because it really do. By the end of that year, Devo was playing better basketball than Moses Moody, and that's not even a joke.
Yeah, he definitely was.
When I saw that man snap a ball between his legs like a center in an NCAA tournament game and it led to a 3. Yeah.
Okay. That was interesting. Maybe the free throw line is a way for Carter Knox to realize that he actually can play basketball again.
Dude, when Carter puts his head down, starts driving the ball.
It was good to see right there,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
He's a big
Can't
load.
get anything going offensively, but you're still competing on the defensive end. Like those are the small things that you want to see. Now see it go through the hoop here, buddy, and get yourself going a little bit. Atta boy. Hakeem's back in. Carter's big, man.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
What is he listed at? Like 6'6", 6'7"?
He's like 6'6", 215,
225 is what they have him at.
225.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that, but I don't know, he might be. He's a big boy.
He's not small.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Easy call. Like that's an easy call.
They say you got to let him land.
Man goes up there and splits a pair of free throws, and Chili Dog Hog's like, Carter, here's the slander.
Take that, haters. The Preach says Knox needs that Thero muscle next season and he'll go pro easy. If he gets that Thero growth spurt, that's what I'll take. Because Thero gained like 2.5 inches of height.
Yeah, no, seriously.
If he does that, he will be a lottery pick.
He probably weighs about as much as Thero right now. But yeah, he's still got a little bit of baby fat on him. If he becomes what do you think Thero is, like 5% body fat or something? I mean, that dude's chiseled, man. But he gets that kind of physique.
Chili Dog thinks he could play tight end. Carter
probably good.
Shoot, I wouldn't put.
Arkansas could use him right now, man.
Get him ball. No, he might have heard the slander, but
I mean, they're leaving him wide open, and they ain't doing
it's
nothing.
a flashback to December. It's just like, don't guard the kid. He might accidentally make one every once in a while. He's got to get it going.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful. He's too good of a player to not.
He would go to a stretch where he'd be like 2 or 3 from 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, we kind of wish he would take more shots.
Nothing? It's just one of those days.
Yep.
Yum. Nelly turns around and runs away from a shooter, and he buries it.
That's good. Good stuff.
Yeah. Again, like if if there's one way you don't want to lose, it's by 30. So
Yeah, don't do that.
Your shit together here.
But hey, they had a great first half yesterday and stunk in the second. Maybe they can flip it around a little bit, you know? Dude.
I mean, Billy Richmond with his second career 3-pointer. There we go. There we go.
LA, stop it!
Thank God. I mean, it's like Carter, brick, Z, airball, Billy, splash.
He didn't even contest it. He didn't even put a hand up.
Nope. Sometimes you just need to see one go in, man. There you go. Competing there, Z.
Like Carter watching Billy knock down a 3 should like really upset him.
It should. Yeah, I'm with you. They call him Downhill Bill. Bing, 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 bing.
Wow.
Downhill Bill is good.
Dude.
You like that?
Downhill Bill is good.
The spin he put on that ball. I don't know if it was on purpose.
English on it.
Yeah, some serious English, huh? Oh, baby. No, baby.
Jeez.
Well,
But he is incapable of securing a defensive rebound, man. He just can't do it. He cannot do it.
goodness gracious.
Well, still have a chance to get it, in the single digits before half, There.
And what good is it to be 7-2 if you can't score inside and you can't secure a rebound?
You got to be able to at least get your hands on that ball.
You could say you're a 50% 3-point shooter, but then, you're not anymore. It's like, I mean, come on, man. Let's go.
Golly.
Samuel Brooks, he said, Curtis just hop on. Haven't been able to watch the game so far. What did I miss? A lot of missed shots from Arkansas. Some turnover issues. They pretty sloppy here in the first half. They've had some moments like they were down 9-0. Came back, had the lead for a minute, gave up like a 11-1 run or something. And they've had their opportunities. They're not really making shots here. A masterclass in misses from Carter Knox.
Yep.
But they're kind of hanging in there. A little under 2 minutes to go in the half. You're down 10. Just get in single digits, go to halftime. Let's see what happens after that. But
yeah, just kind of got to hang around until you can maybe take a few shots and make a run.
They're shooting. It's not awful. I mean, they're shooting 41% from the field. Arkansas is. It's not terrible. It's not good. 2 of 11 from 3 is not ideal. Ole Miss has cooled off a little bit. They were shooting like lights out for a minute, but they've only made 1 of their last 9. They haven't scored in a couple minutes. So that's good.
By the way, did we get to these super chats, or I can't remember if we did or not.
I was kind of waiting until halftime for everything.
Okay, that's fine. We can wait.
Well, I'm just saying I haven't pulled any up, but you can pull them up if you want to on a break.
Okay. That was just some real quick ones.
Yeah,
for
sure.
John Bell says the flag is out. Send us to Raleigh.
Heck yeah.
I
would love to go to Raleigh.
Raleigh's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, when I flew there for the North Carolina Super Regional, I know it's not Raleigh, it's Chapel Hill, but it's close. But yeah, it's a cool spot.
Mm-hmm.
Casey says, let's put some BTA. Woo pig. Not yet.
Kind of the other way around right now, but a lot of game left. Remember, Arkansas was up 17 at halftime yesterday, and we were feeling good, and then things got weird. So maybe it'll be the opposite in this game here.
And Josh says 9 or 10 seed if we win. Which do we prefer?
I have something to say.
Okay.
I too prefer the 10 seed, but I really think can't get an 8-9 game thing. I think it's an overrated bit.
It is.
I really do.
I think it depends on who you play in that potential 1 seed. I mean,
yeah.
Right.
But the biggest thing for me personally is whether they're in an 8-9 game or a 10-7 game or whatever. I just want to avoid playing an SEC team in the second round.
Yes,
I just
100%.
To me, it's just it kind of waters down the NCAA tournament experience. It's like you want to play a team that you have like you don't normally see. Like it just adds kind of this exotic element to it that it just makes it more exciting for me. Like the last thing I want to do if Arkansas wins, in the round of 64 is be like, okay, let's get into this chalk talk about Auburn again. It's like I don't care. I just don't want to see that. If it's what you get, it's what you get. But I like seeing different teams from different leagues, especially when the SEC was so good. It's like an opportunity to prove yourself against an inferior conference.
Well, that's going to be part of it too. It's just like if they get 13 SEC teams in, at least one second round matchup is going to be SEC teams.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I just hope it's not Arkansas. It would be nice if they got Duke as the 1 seed as the 8-9 team, like in that region. But it doesn't matter. Whatever matchup is favorable, Arkansas is going to lose in the first round anyway. So I mean, that's just the way it goes. It's like, oh yes, we got this. Lose to Boise State.
Is Duke going to be the only non-SEC 1 seed?
Probably.
Houston might get one. Houston will get one if they win the Big 12 tournament. But yeah, it seems like Auburn's pretty much locked in. Florida. But then if it's not them, it's probably Tennessee or Alabama.
Yeah.
So there's going to be like 4 or 5 SEC teams on those first 2 lines. It's almost impossible to like avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, have mercy.
Yeah,
man.
that's.
And then it's
Not the way you want to finish.
some of the laziest
I'm telling you.
passing, It's like if you're tired or whatever and you're getting beat on defense, okay. If you're missing shots, okay, but just silly ass passes, man.
Yeah, I don't think Arkansas is going to get to that 6 number.
No, it's.
See, that's the thing. It's just like, I know, again, the results doesn't matter in this one, but I'm like, geez, just be nice to do the stuff that, like that. Don't do that. Do things that, if you're going to lose, but don't lose because you're lazy with your passes and you're.
Yeah. You like play well.
Yeah.
Play well and then run out of gas down the stretch or something. But they're doing the thing where you have more players who are no-showing than have arrived at Bridgestone Arena today.
Oh. Shout out to Zach B. He lives in Raleigh.
Oh.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be very convenient for pretty much just him. But no, Raleigh would be like, I mean, it's definitely closer to the top of the destinations than the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's beautiful out there. Like it really is. Like it's cool spots. And of course, if you do go to Raleigh, I mean, you're going to end up probably playing Duke if they end up being a 1 seed or whatever. They're going to get that.
For sure.
Ton of Duke fans going to be there.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Andrew, you good over there?
Yeah.
Keep letting Padula shoot.
Hey, you hate that white dude.
Well, just like he's 0 for 5, and he's had great looks. I'm like, just keep letting him do it. Okay.
The breaking news button. Carter Knox shot making alert.
That's big time.
7.
Dude, this is okay. Close it out.
Decent little close to the half. Now get a stop, and then you got a little momentum going into the break. Oh, they called a quick little timeout, did they?
Yep.
Right. Good response.
How about it?
Man.
Yeah.
Good response right there.
Great response.
How good must that have felt for Carter Knox to
Oh.
see the ball go through the freaking hoop? Like, great stuff by Brazil there. He's been balling, but
How much
Carter
were they down?
needed that.
How much was Arkansas down? Was it 14?
15.
15. And now they're only down 6 or 8. Yeah, it's great.
Whoops. Yeah, 3 steps. You're right. But Sharkansas is the one I meant to put up there. He said, "I'm late. How is Z's hand looking?" I think his hand looks fine. Like his game just looks awful. I mean, it's just like I would love to be like, oh yeah, thumb's really bothering him. It's why he can't grab a defensive rebound, but he hasn't grabbed a defensive rebound all season, so it's kind of hard to blame it on that. He airballed a 3. Was it because of his thumb? It's hard to say. But what I haven't seen is like yesterday at the free throw line and everything. He was constantly looking at it, holding it, shaking it and stuff. I haven't really seen much of that today. I'm sure it's bugging him, but
Chris Beard is upset.
I think if I was Chris Beard, I would be a little upset with that stretch too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy. This is the most mad, maybe the second most mad I've seen Chris Beard.
That's crazy. That's wild.
If I didn't know Andrew Ellis, I would have just kind of like looked over it and not even thought about it. But I was like, I know exactly where that points to.
Yeah.
I appreciate it and respect it.
The hitting is where I'm referring.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, come on, Trev. Keep the little man in front. Decent contest. Good work. All right.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Single digits at halftime.
Easily.
Yeah, 42-34. It was kind of on the verge of maybe getting away a little bit there down the stretch, but nice little
take it all day long.
Nice little rally to get back within 8.
I mean, I asked for 6 and I got 8. And considering how it played out, I'm very pleased with that 8.
And they really didn't play well.
No.
So it's kind of encouraging. Only 7 turnovers. I say only 7 because it's a decent amount for a half. But boy, it felt like the ones they had were costly there. Who's leading the way here? Nelly and Adu both have 8 points. Billy Richmond's got 7.
I think the shooting numbers and the turnover numbers seem like we would have expected them to be worse because Ole Miss just made a lot of shots early on, and so it really like was putting that pressure where every miss, every turnover felt like such a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But Ole Miss kind of calmed down there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, shoot, Arkansas is actually shooting better than Ole Miss.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. The difference here is, and this is one thing that we talked about this morning in the preview. Ole Miss they're one of the nation's best, literally, and like they just don't turn the ball over at all. And they have 4 times in this game, but they've got 7 more shot attempts than Arkansas does, and that's the difference. Arkansas shooting a better percentage from the field, but Ole Miss has made 3 more shots. So there you go.
Well, and we can just all agree this isn't the case of like an Arkansas team that just was tired or wants to go home and didn't show up. They didn't play super well. But it wasn't like a lack of trying, lack of effort. It was just kind of they just played it. They played basketball and they're down 8 at half.
Yeah.
really, it isn't like a disaster that we kind of thought was possible.
Right. Cade, I don't think we pulled this up. He says, how would you like a 7-10 matchup with Gonzaga? Do you think the Hogs match up well? I don't hate it, honestly. I mean, Gonzaga's got like 2 wins over the field the entire season. Really talented team. I don't think Arkansas would have a problem really scoring on them. Anytime you see a Gonzaga offense, you know, that's never necessarily one that you want to face, but this is not the Gonzaga team that Arkansas saw in the Sweet 16 a couple years ago. I think they would fare pretty well. It'd be interesting to see the Caliph battle thing. I wouldn't hate it. Most years I would not want to see Gonzaga, but this is a year where I really wouldn't stress it. I would, like, if we're talking about 7-10 matchups, potentially, like I would rather see Kansas personally than I would Gonzaga.
Yeah. Kansas is not like over the last 2 months, they've been the exact opposite of Arkansas, where they started the year better than they're finishing the year. I do not fear Kansas at all. And I think I agree on Gonzaga. I don't necessarily like, I don't know if they're the most ideal matchup. I'd have to look and compare them to some other teams, but they definitely don't put the fear of God in you like some of these other Gonzaga teams have.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arkansas has got a good record against Gonzaga, I feel.
1-0 in their last one for sure.
I love that.
Golly.
I love this. I just love this from HH because I say that exact phrase a lot. Can't let it get butt naked on you. That's pretty.
Y'all know Caleb Battle would be 4 for 15 in that game.
Oh yeah, he would. He'd be 4 for 15, but then he'd be 14 of 15 at the free throw line.
Yes, correct.
Would there be any other former Razorbacks that Arkansas could play? Because they already played Tremont Mark. They'd play Caleb Battle. Would there be another potential one?
When Layden Blocker leads DePaul to the Big East tournament title, then
that'll happen.
Yeah, no, Bay Falls out.
I guess Arkansas State's not going to be in the tournament.
Yeah, Arkansas State's out.
No.
Who else is out there still playing? I guess that might be about it.
No, Barry Dunning.
Nah, they're out. This is crazy. Chakota plus 375.
BetSaracen
right now, money line.
You like that?
I'm betting.
I mean, I don't necessarily think Arkansas is going to come back and win this game, but it's not that out of hand. I don't think.
Yeah. I'm kicking myself yesterday for not live betting South Carolina at plus 14.5 when it was a 14-point game yesterday. It was obvious they were gonna it was gonna be close down the stretch. Yeah, and they were there was 10 minutes left in the game, and they were plus 14.5. I was like, oh.
Trey says, you guys plan on going live after Selection Sunday. We plan on going live during Selection Sunday.
Yeah,
kind of like this, just like a watch along, react in the moment, and then we'll stick around for a little bit afterwards and talk about it before we scramble to make whatever our travel plans are going to look like.
I'm about to say, you may be sitting there here seeing me getting on Expedia or whatever and clicking a lot during it. But
John will be very preoccupied during that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then I'll just interrupt you all to be like, can you believe this crap? They were charging this much for this? I'll be so upset.
Yeah, the Preach said that flag injury looked rough. I haven't seen it yet.
They showed it on the TV here, and I had to look away.
He rolled it all the way over. I guess that sucks, man.
Dude, and again, just PTSD from when I did. It grabbing the top of the leg, or the top, in the mid shin almost. It's oh man, that kills me.
Hopefully, it's just a high ankle or something. Yeah. But
also,
he won't have to play Thursday or Friday against whatever 16 seed they face. So.
Yeah, because when I tore 4 tendons and 2 ligaments, and one of them was my Achilles. And then I just remember how swollen it got, and someone just had a picture of him being wheelchaired out, and they showed it, and it was so I'm hopeful it's not that serious, but definitely doesn't look good.
Yeah,
shut him down.
Michael said DePaul is winning. They won yesterday. They beat Georgetown in the Big East tournament. They went over in the Big East last year, and they won 5 or 6 Big East games this year.
I know people may not care, but I think it's still funny. Can we talk about Muss last night and just the drop to the knees play? That was, man, I miss that man.
Yeah.
Just in an absolute grinder of a game.
Played a star player 50 minutes.
Yeah. Sub 500 basketball teams in the Big Ten tournament. Just
the starting 5 all had over 40 minutes.
Dude, the dude played 50 minutes at midnight last night, and he's going to play today. It's crazy. But they live to fight another day, man. Survive and advance. That's what they're doing.
That was hilarious. I just love seeing Josh Cohen too, because he's right there in his little tracksuit because he didn't play. Hell yeah, double overtime. That kid didn't even get in the game. But Muss goes down right in front of him. He just looks down he looked defeated, more defeated than Muss did. And Caleb, you guys, we all remember our buddy Caleb Klein, but when Muss hits the deck right there, Klein jumps up thinking, is this it? Did he finally have a heart attack? I gotta save him. And then he realized, no, just theatrics.
Shouldn't Caleb know by now? Would just be
should.
Yeah. Hey, it just must be a Muss.
You know what's cracking me up the other day in his that little sound bite where he was like, that's a home court advantage or whatever. Yeah. And the big fella that was right beside him, who's I guess the USC version of Riley Hall, whoever that guy is, the downgrade to Riley.
Love how is that part of what he has to have? He has to have a guy that's big to do that job.
Yeah, very tall, large human who
Yeah.
probably looks like a straight bouncer, but is actually just the nicest person in the world.
Yeah. Well, it's like because again, it's when he said the home court advantage, just like him leaning into it, almost like home court advantage. Like he's so animated, man. At least he hasn't changed that.
Curtis, we got a potential portal question. What do you want Yates from USC? I know you're familiar with this game.
I would love to have Yates from USC. Yeah,
dude.
He's really taken off, man. One of the last times slight flex here. One of the last times I exchanged messages with Eric Musselman, but we were talking about Wesley Yates because Arkansas was low key really in heavily on him. They were just late to the party. And that summer before his senior year, I went to several of those EYBL tournaments, and whether it was Muss or Gus or Keith Smart or any of those guys, they followed that dude around to every single game that he played, trying to really get in there. And he wasn't like, I mean, he was a 4-star, but he wasn't a crazy high ranked recruit. But they loved his game, man. And he wound up going to Washington. I think he had like a family member or a mentor or something that was on staff there. And then I think he was dealing with some injuries, didn't really play. And they got him over there now. And he's been freaking balling out. I think if he doesn't go pro though, I'd be really surprised if he left because he's got a tight relationship with Muss. But if he did, heck yeah, man, I'd be all over it. The dude's good. He's a thick boy too.
Also, can we just real quick pay honor to the Big O passing last night? Sad stuff.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Legend.
Very sad.
All-time great.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was crazy because I guess I forgot, which game was it that they honored the 90 team?
I think the Mizzou game.
Yeah, Mizzou. Yeah, and then he wasn't there, and did a little side tribute saying that he's suffering from cancer, and everyone did the O thing. It was really cool, and so I knew that he was not doing well, but yeah, for his passing, it was sad. So
54, right?
Yep, 54.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, real quick, if you can look it up at some point on NBA, Inside the NBA, or NBA on TNT, whatever it is, but they had a thing where all four of them were talking about who they threw hands with in practice, and they asked Charles Barkley, and they're like, who'd you throw hands with? He goes, oh, Oliver Miller. And Shaq and everybody goes, oh, man, come on. He's the nicest guy in the world. Come on, what are you throwing hands? And then Kenny Smith said they're probably fighting over a chick who got the last chicken wing or, something.
That's
like
wild.
It was really funny.
I remember that clip. Yeah.
It was just funny seeing, like, imagine Charles Barkley and Oliver Miller getting into a fight. But yeah.
That's a
One
lot
of the
of
all-time greats.
I wouldn't want to get in the middle of that one. I wouldn't break it up. Let you guys figure it out.
Dude was 6'9", 2. When he was at Arkansas, he was at his like smallest. It's 6'9", 280. Imagine Arkansas having a player right now that was 6'9", 280.
That's crazy.
Just, man.
Huge. Trey Thompson size fella.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite.
They lifted Trey Thompson at like 240. Like,
yeah, come on, man. Right.
Hey, are we doing a ESPN bracket challenge inside Arkansas?
Absolutely.
I figured so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, somebody actually DM'd me about that and was like, "Hey, you should make one of the first place winner or whatever. You should be able to come on the show with you guys and hang out." I was like, "I don't know if that's really worth it to the person who would win." It's like, here you go. Here's a link for all your winnings. Here's your link to jump on and do a segment with us here on Inside Arkansas Live or whatever.
We're gonna do the thing where we fill out a bracket in real time, like we did last year. Where like we all have one trump card, and remember how we did that?
Yeah,
it was kind of chaotic last year.
Yeah, I think because we tried to do it in real time.
Well, and Arkansas wasn't in the tournament.
Yeah, and it wasn't as fun for that. Yeah, so I don't know.
We get something to like spice it up.
Yeah, we could get creative.
This year, we're just gonna have maybe we can do it on the show though.
Let's say we could do it to where kind of like because last year we also had like a separate camera and all this, but like we could do it remotely where we just basically have our own, like the Inside Arkansas bracket on the ESPN bracketology thing that we do, and then just fill it out and people can see it in real time. As we click instead of write. Or
I think we could do that. Yeah.
Is this real? Trey says, you guys see the SEC tweet about this game at the break, saying the Rebs stretched their lead out at the break after giving up a 7-0 run in the last minute or whatever. I believe it.
Yeah.
I do too.
All right.
That's pretty funny.
I got to refill my cup before this starts.
While Curtis is gone, do you want to hear from our good boys at BBN?
Sure.
This comes from James Hall. There's a bad word in here, so I apologize. But he says, you all ain't going to have to play in Dayton, win or lose today. You all probably going to be 10 with a win today, with your one being Duke, and everyone knows Duke is P words. Go get them, boys. Hashtag BBN. I think that was an encouraging message.
Riveting analysis from whoever that was. Yeah. Dude, Kentucky fans are wild. I've never seen, like, they talk about Cal not caring about the tournament. They are obsessed. And I'm talking about, not talking about just random trolls. I'm talking about like people in the media and stuff. There's a guy tweeting about like, talk about the Cal impact and Cal effect on Arkansas. They're 60% full here at the arena, and almost none of them are Razorback fans. It's like, because you guys are the only ones that really care about what the turnout is at the SEC tournament. Like Ole Miss is a good team. I guarantee you they don't have many people there. I guarantee you that like Alabama and Auburn probably don't have a ton of fans there. Maybe a good amount because they're high seed. But I guarantee you Florida doesn't have a ton of fans. It's so weird.
Everyone's waiting until next week. Everyone's going to travel next week. Like if you're a Hog fan.
Yeah. And it's like, it's just not something that just stands out. And you're like, "Ooh, man." What Razorback fan have you guys known, if any, that has said, "Yeah, dude, I'm going to go to the SEC tournament because I have to go. Like, I want to go. It's awesome. It's the best thing ever." It's like some people who go, they're like, I've never been before. Or maybe like, we'll see. If Arkansas was a high seed even, I would understand it. But like, I just don't know anybody that's just like, dude, we got to go to the SEC tournament, bro. We got to get there. No, who cares?
No, especially when it was in like Tampa. Who the hell was going to Tampa?
Yeah, or even St. Louis. I still think that was weird.
When that was in Tampa, yeah, dude, there was nobody there. Nobody. Yeah. I remember a decent amount of Tennessee and Kentucky fans, but like the rest of the field, there wasn't really anybody there. The only
thing I can think of is like if you're going and you like need 2 wins to get in type of thing, and it's like your season's pretty much coming down to that. Like Arkansas was, even though some people said they needed a win, they like nobody's traveling to go see what Arkansas's fate is going to be. But like if you are making the NCAA tournament, why wouldn't you just wait a week and go to? Because you're going to have to probably travel anywhere in the country. Like you kind of got to be prepared for anything. So I think if you're a fan, most people are thinking NCAA tournament. If you're in the 1%, maybe you're going to both.
Yeah,
but not in this America we live in. With the cost of milk, I mean, there's no way.
They're selling single eggs for $1 out here. It's crazy.
Yeah. Do I want to feed my family or do I want to go see the SEC tournament in Nashville? Although Nashville's a pretty cool location, though. You can be a much worse location.
That's why they're doing, I think it's like for the next 10 years or so, they've signed the deal where it's going to be in Nashville because it's smart. Like Atlanta is the smartest place for football. Nashville's smartest place for basketball. Baseball, I want it out of Hoover, but still, like, it just doesn't need. That's something that doesn't need to rotate.
Good start to the second half, by the way.
Yeah,
little Trevor Brazile put-back action.
Sometimes I don't know if Curtis is being serious or not when he says things like that.
No,
I'm glad he was serious on that one.
Well, Carter airballed a layup or whatever, and Trevin stuck it back in there. Bubble action today. I know Arkansas is not on it, but just in terms of a team that won't be able to pass you if you lose and they keep winning or whatever. Indiana got their butts kicked by Oregon.
It's crazy. I thought Indiana was like for sure going to fire old boy.
Carter just needed that one to go through. He just needed that one to go through.
Backwards K Carter. I don't even know if that play is, but
backwards K Carter. Strikeout looking Carter Knox.
I'm glad that they started Jonas Adu over Big Z to start the second half.
Me too.
I'm over it. Of course,
as
I say that, he gets taken straight to the cup. But
yeah, I really do think it was Carter watching Billy make that three, and he was like, "That's BS. If he can make that three, come on."
They got to get Jonas out of there. Get Big Z back in the game. I jinxed him, man. As soon as I said something, he got taken right to the rim and then couldn't catch a pass. Like, my bad.
Yeah,
I don't want to put any bad juju on Jonas. Like,
you know what's crazy is that they gave that turnover to Wagner. Like I get it, I
Shouldn't have.
guess. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys know you guys remember the band Korn?
Yeah.
That's what I think when you said backwards K. I'm always like, when I had to explain it to my dad who Korn was, I was like, it's corn though, but it's like corn with a K and a backwards R. He's like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But just a little fun story for the kids.
Oh my.
I thought Trevin was going to get called for travel earlier. And by the way, everybody thought he traveled on that dunk.
Yeah, you can tell that it's their second game in as many days.
Yep.
Just because one thing Arkansas has been really good at consistently is defense, and there's some holes there that typically aren't.
Well, and that's what I'm going to be interested in is like, because of just how that's gone. You're talking about if Arkansas loses today, at worst, they're waiting a week to play in the NCAA tournament at the worst.
Yeah.
Maybe even best, they've have 8 days if they play Friday. So it'll be interesting to see, hey, what does this team actually look like with a lot of time to recover and to rest up and to do all those things.
Play like their hair's on fire for a change.
Yeah. Ball don't lie.
Yeah. It was good to see him give you both.
I really do think it's going to be important for Arkansas to like make a run down the stretch to make this game really close so that you kind of get that feel of like, we didn't lose, we just ran out of time. And then they're going to be itching to get back out on the court for that full week. You're going to get a salivating savage coming out of there.
And then when Thero walks out, ready to roll, John Cena's music, that should have been a foul.
Dude, Trevin is getting after it, man.
Yep.
And that was almost the first time he had his shot blocked all year.
First time he almost
Ken had a shot blocked all year?
No.
Huh. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's Hog Stats is putting that out.
Should get his shot blocked anyway, but with mostly dunks and open three attempts.
Free throws.
I like that.
Cade says, will Texas jump Indiana now? Maybe if they beat A&M today. It
would be a good win.
I think Indiana is pretty safely in the tournament still, but they're probably pretty safely in Dayton.
So Razorback men's basketball put out a tweet that said Big K Knox, like for the KK Knox. And I was like, don't do a third K if he makes another three, please.
Yeah, careful. What happened down here? They call that foul on Carter? Or?
Yeah. Of course, it's that Burrell kid.
And like he's playing a little better here, but his body language is just weird right now.
He looks very frustrated, which like I get it after being called for a foul, but like even when he like goes up for a rebound and doesn't get it, he like, I don't know, he does have weird body language.
Yeah, that's just an upperclassman getting in your head, is what that was.
It was a good acting job. I'll give him that. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a foul. I'm just saying he sold it very well.
3 fouls. Yeah, he's probably not coming in for another 10 minutes.
Producer Michelle tells me that Duke did wind up winning that game against Georgia Tech. That they were losing by, oh, wow, another team missed a layup. They were losing by like 15 or something early in that game. They wound up winning.
Hey, but a made shot.
Sort of. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what do you mean? There's like 3 misses. Yeah, you're right. Trevin again, man. Was that the most awkward driving layup attempt you've ever seen by Jonas Adu?
It was up there.
He had like too much space.
Sorry, just look at the
Wow.
stat
Okay.
pad. This is about to get funny.
Dude, that was nuts.
That's hilarious.
That entire sequence was crazy. Should have been a 3-second call on Dia down there, and then Jonas just rips it out of his hands. Absolute madness on the other end, and then
And then a Nelly flush.
then another Nelly dunk. Yeah.
Ronnie getting the
Got to be the
crowd
first
into
double dunk game of Nelly's career, or definitely his career at Arkansas.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah.
17-4 run. How about that?
That's combining the halves. If you take it back to last half,
Yeah. And just a well contested NBA range 3.
Yeah.
What do you
do?
Yeah. Davion, I've never heard of this kid. Never heard of him. Who is he? Like, does he play for them? I gotta go find who this dude is.
got the cornrows.
Billy's cramping again. Get hydrated, dude.
Yeah, so he just came in the game.
Davon Barnes, 5 points, 3 rebounds a game. Yeah, so he does play for him. Yeah, he just came in.
I mean, literally, he's been in the game for like a minute.
5-point game. Hey, I mean,
they're in.
Dude,
they're in it, man.
they're hanging in
this-
there, you know.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to continue to reiterate. I don't care about what the end result is, but I'm glad that at least we're here with 15 minutes to go in the game, and we're not just like, God, we just end this game real quick so we can get out of here. Like, it's a interesting, entertaining, fascinating game.
Jared Collins wants to know if that kid has made a 3 all year. I can tell you. Give me 5 seconds.
He made one earlier in this game, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this one. Yeah, he's 2 for 2. He is. Am I reading this right? I am. He is 11 of 61 from 3 this season.
Good Lord. That's way more attempts than I would have thought. So he takes 2 a game, and every third game he makes 1.
18% 3-point shooter.
I'm getting it.
That is insane. I was not expecting to see that.
Wow.
Now I'm actually mad.
I was.
Oh, man. That's silly. Yeah, the cramping for Billy, man, that sucks. He Michelle pointed out, but he's a big sweater. And so if you're losing all that water, like you gotta really hydrate throughout the course of the game. You do.
Hey, maybe don't wear that cotton ass t-shirt. Won't be sweating.
Yeah, bro's wearing
material off, bro.
He's wearing long sleeve wool sweaters under his jersey. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm sure having a heated fabric over your body would produce some sweat.
Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have YouTube TV just watching this koala kicking it right now? Is it just
no,
me?
I'm watching a trailer for The Amateur.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's this movie where this guy, I've seen the trailer like 4 times in the theaters. Someone kills his wife, and so then he like becomes a murderer to try and find the guy that killed his wife.
Okay. Cole said he didn't care before the tip, and now that we came back, I want to win. I feel the same way. I'm still not gonna get upset if they lose, but I'm to the point now where
I've got good news for
feel
Cole.
good about a dub.
That means you have a winner's mentality, Cole.
That's right.
Carry that
Hey,
with you, because we're gonna need that in March.
If you lose by single digits, as weird as it is to say, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hog on it says we play tomorrow. Is there a different way for Billy to hydrate to help him going into tomorrow? Yeah, put an IV in his arm.
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice. Well, John, we saw it. Remember, we were talking about it when we were behind the bench for that Mississippi State game. They've got this huge bucket full of things to hydrate you and get you energy.
I was this close to stealing one. I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
But man, I would have felt bad if I stole one of those and they ran out and Billy was like just dying on the bench.
Right.
And I'm like, sorry, I took your gummies.
Hey, this is true. She says, Zelly B says, and it probably doesn't help to throw over there drinking that doo-doo ass water. Dude, Dasani is by far the worst bottled water, worst any water ever.
But
My wife,
It used to not be, I feel like. It used to be, in my opinion, Aquafina way back when, but something changed.
Well, I'm so glad you said that because at the airport the other day, my wife, bless her heart, she brought me a water bottle and it was Aquafina. And I said, this is the second worst water in the world. And knowing that Dasani was the worst, man.
I don't dislike Aquafina that much.
I don't
it's
dislike it
better
as
now.
much as I do Dasani. Dang. Oh, that stays here. Okay. Yeah, if you're in a bad mood during a game and it goes to a timeout, YouTube TV is the place to be. They'll put a koala on there, or just like an otter or this platypus looking creature just chilling in the water. It's a soothing thing. It's a little bit of zen for you to bring you back down to earth a little bit.
I want to go back to YouTube TV. I really do. But man, it was just so expensive.
It ain't cheap.
Dude, I remember when that first became a thing, we used to have Hulu Live at my parents' house for like $45. And like now it's like literally 3 times that.
Yeah. There you go, 8. That's 2 on Dia.
Go ahead, Jonas. Playing physical in there.
Yeah.
You make one out of these 2 free throws and I'll be happy.
It's funny y'all called that boy on the team yesterday, Jafar, because Jonas has a little bit of that in him.
A little bit.
I think like he's more of when Jafar became the Red Genie. That's what he more reminds me of,
Casey, my friend, says, want to plug where you got that shirt. It's sick. Alumni Hall.
That's right.
3417 North College Avenue in Fayetteville.
Let me tell you.
And shop them online at InsideArkansas.com/alumni hall. Hogs by 20 for 20% off.
Hogs by 20 promo code.
I swear, people can call BS if they want. All 3 of us are wearing items from Alumni Hall, and none of us talked about it beforehand.
That was a traveling event.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if we had talked about it, I would have been kind of annoyed.
Yeah. We wouldn't have done that to you.
Ethan says Jafar is crazy work. You should have seen the dude yesterday.
Listen, a good Jafar though, not a slime ball.
Yeah. Somebody thought that,
oh baby, let's go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Honk.
That got Thero fired up. That was tough, man.
That's a veteran move.
Billy might be done for the game. Tough stuff, Jonas, man. Landed hard on that rear end.
Dude, did you see Brazil telling the towel boys, be like, hey,
yeah,
snap
clean
that
that up.
Get over here and do this, man. Ow, that hurts. I'm so glad that Adu's being the Adu that everyone like hoped and prayed that he would be.
Finished the and one too.
Best free throw shooter on the team. Boys, we have a 1-point game.
We do. Did the announcer really just ask if Arkansas is in the field or not?
I don't want to know. I don't care. Stop. I don't want to know.
What are we doing, man?
I dare a bracketologist to tweet after this game. Arkansas comes back and wins by 3. Now you're playing the number 1 team in the country. You can't get blown out.
Should pretty much do it if they beat Auburn, barring any bid stealers.
Yeah, 9-point win over Auburn, the number 1 team in the field. I think that'll do it.
Well, that's not ideal because that's 3 fouls on Nelly.
Yeah, well, here's the biggest problem. There's still 13 minutes left to play in this game, and Arkansas has 0 subs.
Yeah.
So,
like legit have 0 subs, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, Z is unplayable and Billy can't walk.
Dude.
So
So if you're Cal, what do you do? I mean, you just got to leave him in there.
3 fouls on Knox, 2, 3 fouls on Nelly. One of those guys has to play. Really, I guess both.
Get to the under 12. That's all I'm thinking about right now. take a little break, get some water and Gatorade in you, and Billy's going back in there. See how long it lasts. I would have at least waited till after the next media, right? I mean,
yeah, but
or maybe you're just trying to get him a minute at a time.
Yeah, maybe that. I would have had I thought I meant to put it in there in the soundboard of a, refuse to lose when Cal would say that, but I don't.
they're gonna tell him to use a foul. They're gonna be like, "Hey, go ahead and buy us a foul or two while you're in there.
Right.
We'll get you some pickle juice after." They had him like on the floor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Had a baby. Oh, he got the and one with it.
And one.
DJ Wagner.
Heck yeah.
Good stuff, man. Oh, yeah, he did get slapped across the throat.
Well-earned foul call, I guess.
Dang. Good work.
Yeah.
These guys are battling, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Listen, if the fake news national media tried to sell you guys on a narrative that this Hog team was going to just roll over, then they don't take themselves seriously. They do. We're just not going to live and die with the SEC tournament like you nerds want to do.
Man, I just wish Wagner
We
would hit
might
more free
win, but it's
throws.
just going to be because we just happen to be better than you at basketball. It's not going to be because we sold our soul for a win in Nashville on a Thursday afternoon. We just might win.
I'm feeling better and better about my take pregame that if all conditions were equal, like that's over the bag, bro. That this wasn't second game in 2 days. I would take Arkansas 10 times out of 10 over Ole Miss on a neutral right now. There he is.
He is. Dude.
Dog lead.
Don't let the Hogs get hot.
Who is this dude in the game for Ole Miss?
Which one? The guy that looks
You
like
know who
Hudson
I'm talking
Clark?
about.
Yeah, the guy looks like Hudson Clark out there. Yeah.
Oh, bank's open. This guy's having the game of his life. He's earning an NIL bag at some mid-major with this performance.
When they pick him up, they'll be like, hey, this guy's got a lot of SEC minutes.
Time up.
Come on, Carter.
Honestly, it's kind of bullshit that they wound up whistling that.
At least they didn't call it. At least they didn't say it was on on a shot. So
Yeah. And one.
I guess it doesn't matter because. Or wait, no, it's only got 4. Okay, so they're good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, David. I mean, it seemed like
it seemed like a tie up, but
oh well. Was that only 2 on Jonas? I think.
Yeah, it's only 2.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
normally they call jump ball before the guy even really makes contact with the ball. They like anticipate it a lot of times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even when they're like on the floor kicking each other, they don't call fouls. That's a little bit of a weird one.
50. Ethan Eastwood is living on this Jafar thing.
Dude, I got an argument. This is so random, but I got an argument where it was yesterday when I guess I made the Jafar thing. Somebody was trying to convince me. He's like, I think you're thinking of Mufasa. And I'm like, I don't what? Like, I don't think
that's a lion, bro.
Yeah. But he's like, he looks more like Mufasa. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what is that? How does that compare?
That's a lion, bro.
Yeah. It's like,
no.
I just think he got his names mixed up.
Oh,
Then it made me go down a rabbit hole for James Earl Jones, and I started watching scenes from Sandlot. It got me sad. George signed this.
Jerry says a cat versus a Middle Eastern wizard. No, I mean, yeah, bro, you're talking about a feline. That's crazy.
Oh,
Man.
Good times.
So yeah, I'm so glad that we could have some Disney references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always fun. Now,
Speaking
David's
of-
got the koala this time. I've got looks like the Eiffel Tower. That's what I've got going on YouTube TV.
I got
Trevor Brazil's got 12-7 right now. You think he can get the little double dubby?
I think he could.
I hope so. It'd be nice. Be a nice gesture. He did. No, random, but I showed because I have nephews. I tried to talk to my nephews about The Emperor's New Groove. Forgot how funny that movie was. That was a good good Disney movie.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Pull the lever, Kronk, you know?
Yeah.
Yzma, dude, I used to have nightmares about Yzma.
Dude, my parents
Hideous woman.
my parents had the old Disney movies like was it Sleeping Beauty and stuff that would freak me out as a kid.
Yeah, no, that shit was
Anastasia, not Anastasia. What was that? It was like that music. Fantasia. Yeah, I was like, man. Some of the stuff that, like, did you guys ever watch American Tail, like with Fievel, the mouse and everything? I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
I know all about Fievel the mouse, man.
Me too, dude. Like, I love those movies, but I look back, I was like, man, that was some dark, serious stuff. They're talking about immigration and, like, you know, the hard lives of getting kidnapped by cats, and it was just like, jeez. And this was a kids movie I watched. Man, Fievel Goes West was better in my opinion.
I hate to be this guy. I want to bring up a basketball chat real quick. Noah Karp says, "What's the highest seed the Hawks can get realistically, assuming they pull this one out?" I think the ceiling for Arkansas is probably an 8-9 game. I mean, if they won the whole freaking thing, maybe get to a 7, but I think that would be pretty tough. But then he says, "Y'all think they can compete with Auburn at all, or is it just an L no matter what?" I'm gonna be honest with you. If Arkansas wins this game, I think they're gonna get their cheeks clapped by Auburn tomorrow. I think they're gonna get run off the floor.
Yep.
But like Lenardi's bracket has Arkansas facing Auburn in the second round right now. If Arkansas wins this game, that can't happen because the bracketing rules say that you can't play a conference opponent for a third time before the regional final. So,
by the way,
we'll be able to avoid that.
Someone asked about the foul count. It's 4s apiece, 4 fouls each team here in the second half. So
The regional final is the Elite Eight, right?
Yeah.
When we use the real terminology, I'm like, crap, what's that mean?
it always bothered me as a kid that they never had a name for I guess it's the round of 32 now, but it always bothered me.
Yeah, because you get yelled at for calling it second round since they do the first 4
That
thing
was
now.
dumb.
Right.
I hated
Well, there was a
that
year
when
where
that
they were
stuff.
calling it like the third round.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's
get the hell out of here.
crazy work. Crazy work.
Oh, we made it to the second round. Lost in the first.
Ha ha. Ha ha.
Look at that. Get that Padula guy out of there.
He's giving me Marshall Henderson vibes.
Without the fun.
Yeah, without the
Yes.
swag, without the talent.
I actually know him.
Padula or Marshall Henderson?
Padula. Covered
A lot
him.
cooler if you knew Marshall.
Covered him back in the old scouting days. He was
You give
on.
him good reports.
He was good. It was him and there was one other kid on that team, two white boys from Oklahoma that just ate up that prep hoop circuit. Arkansas is winning, by the way.
They are.
As in, like, they lead the game.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Chris Dees brought up Land Before Time.
No, yeah, Land
Yeah.
Before Time. That is the good stuff right there.
They made like 8 of those.
Oh yeah, those are good. Spike. I used to love Spike. Hey, Real G's moving silence like Spike. That boy wouldn't say a word.
Makeup call.
Yeah.
Physical game, ref.
Who is the guy that's in the NBA now that played for A&M is the white guy with the headband.
Caruso.
Who?
Alex Caruso.
Yeah. So when he came to Bud Walton Arena, we gave him absolute hell in the student section.
He was trying to hold on to that hairline. That's why.
Yeah.
He was trying to hold on to it when he was at A&M. He was like balding.
Yeah. And I don't know. Ever since that, I'm like any like white guard with a headband, I'm just gonna hate, regardless.
I may or may not have just kicked my camera. Just kicked it. Yanked on the cord.
Good. Easy,
Love the
easy,
effort,
easy.
dude. The efforts, man. The efforts.
It's weird. Ole Miss kind of looks like the team that's played a bunch of games here lately.
Oh,
And one.
there's nothing I love more than a big man scoring in the paint. Let's go, man. Dang it. Gets me fired up.
I guess what it is on? Is on that little pipsqueak Padula.
God, roll on the little man. Mouse in the house. Gosh. Great pass, too. Jonas Adu might be my spirit animal.
Dude.
He's the man. He really is. He's just the big man version of Jalen Tate. He's just a heightened Jalen Tate is what he is. Bro.
In and out.
Big man version of Jalen Tate. Heck yeah.
He's tall Tate.
Tall Tate. the foul merchant.
Guys, can I tell y'all something? Stat Broadcast spoiled the next
Yeah, it spoiled me too.
bucket for me.
Dude.
It's all we had to do was send out the bat signal on Carter, man.
Yep.
Oh,
President
and
Carter.
one ref. Rolled off. Let's go, Billy.
Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Knox.
This is very exciting. It's a perfect time for me to be that guy. Arkansas is going to get a double-digit lead and blow it.
Yep, it's we're setting up for success here.
The only thing is like Ole Miss just kind of looks super flat.
They do.
Like, they don't give a shit. They don't care about this game at all.
They look they look like a team that is just going through the motions.
Damn, that plus 375.
He might get the intentional for that.
Good. That's what you do for throwing a
I
crap
think they should
pass.
throw him in jail.
Yeah.
Casey said you just can't have an 11-minute scoring drought here. Exactly. Yeah, how much time is left? Like 9.5?
It's like 9:30.
So they have avoided the scoring drought of 10 minutes. They can officially avoid that.
Yeah.
They said Billis called it an F1, a flagrant one.
He didn't make a play on the ball. So I mean,
yeah, it was very clearly an intentional foul. Like it wasn't he didn't go up top. It wasn't malicious, but it was textbook intentional.
You think Billis is on the call? Guys, I'd drive a stake through Calipari's heart, but I even think that's a flagrant one.
Yeah.
Give him 2 shots.
speaking of, do you guys remember?
He is about a Count Chocula looking.
It's like for the NCAA tournament, it's almost like a Remember Wednesday. But you remember when Arkansas beat Seton Hall in the NCAA tournament when they flagrant fouled Barford at the end of the game? They were just trying to, and they called a flagrant, so Arkansas got 2 shots in the ball, and he ended up getting that. That's
Moses
what I always remember.
Kingsley stuffed someone's shit
Dude.
on the rim like late in that game in a huge big moment.
It got Chris Webber because he was on the call and he like lost his mind. Yeah, it was good stuff.
Dude, that Arkansas team should have beat North Carolina that won the title.
Yeah.
They should have beat them, man. They should have beat them.
Yes. Yeah. Good times.
Hey, this is a good question from Nicholas Yates. I know the season isn't over, but where would you rank this team in terms of likability?
Well, they've come a hell of a long way from about 6 weeks ago where everyone hated them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, seriously, because we were like, what's the disconnect between the fan base and this team? And they feel like they don't know them. There's no connection. And now it's hard not to love them, right? Because the 7-man, situation here and the way they're grinding it out and leaving it all out there on the floor. They've come together. I think the Vice documentary has helped too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
it's up there for me. I didn't like last year's team. And I'm be honest with you, I didn't really like the team with AB and Nick and those. I didn't like that team. The 2 before that, I absolutely loved though.
Yeah.
I think it's about the balancing too of like,
you
either got to be winning or you got to be like, relatable and connected and all of that. It's great to have both, but it's rare. But you got to have one of those. And during the season, Arkansas was not winning and they didn't have the connection, so they didn't really feel great. But having it the way that it is now, where you're winning and you're playing much better, it's a lot easier to like the team, especially when you're doing it in March at the end of the year. Makes it easier.
And with this stuff, we always make a bigger deal than it really is. But seeing how dialed in Thero and Boogie are post injury, always makes you feel
Sure.
good. And I feel like this team's kind of banded together a little bit. And they had an opportunity to quit. I mean, it helps that last year's team was the exact showing of like what this team could have been. And they decided they didn't want to be that. And we'll always respect them for that. Chili Dog Hog says, name the top 3 white Arkansas players of all time.
Dusty Hannes.
Dusty
Rodney Clark for sure.
Pat Bradley, probably.
Kiko? No, Pat Bradley. Yeah,
Pat
you're right.
Bradley. No,
Joe
Kiko Hadar?
Joe
I
Klein?
love Kiko, but not. I think that's probably the list, to be honest. That's probably the list. Joe Klein. Dude, we got to put Joe Klein in there.
Joe Klein for sure.
Yeah.
I'll put Dusty over Pat Bradley.
I'd listen to that.
Joseph Pinion.
Yeah.
Stephen Hill. Good Lord, people.
Hey,
NBA player, Stephen Hill.
Hey, so what wound up being the...
it was just a regular foul. Still.
It's horseshit. I'm sorry. That's crazy. It's 1,000% intentional. 1,000%. That's crazy. Cal should drop kick somebody for that.
You know what? Sometimes the ball does lie.
There's nothing common about that foul.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't make an effort to go to the ball. I thought that was like the definition of a foul is like, or what differentiates it from a flagrant is if you made a play on the ball and you didn't. It's an 8-point game.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
They're
was.
making some of the most...
It's insane, dude.
What makes the thing when I get mad about stuff like that, it's because they didn't earn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
That
it's a bad shot, good defense. That's like a coaching thing. It always irritates you because it's like, oh, pretty good work here. Oh, BS shot. It would have been like DJ making that one.
Yeah.
You know.
Hmm. And get to this under 8.
Yeah, chill out, Carter. These guys are dead. Let them. Yeah, I think it's exactly right. Get to the under 8.
Mm-hmm. We're just like the clock is really, really prevalent.
Carter's trying to go on that 1-on-5 break. They're like, chill down, buddy.
Brazil has 1 rebound away from a double-double again.
Ooh, that was nasty word.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dang, boy. That's
Dude,
tough.
Adu's doing his thing.
He's pretty skilled with both hands, too.
Yeah. And they're getting physical with him down low. Like, I mean, it's not like they're giving it to him. I mean,
he was fighting for that position for a good 12 seconds, too.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas has 5 players in double figures.
I like it.
And especially what's crazy is that Arkansas or Ole Miss, their starters, all 5 of them average double figures, and they only have 3 players in double figures.
Oh,
how about that?
What do we think, boys? 7:37 to go. They have enough gas in the tank here to
Even
finish
if they don't, again, I don't care. I'm fine with it.
I know.
I'm good with it, man.
Just,
It's like I
think
just a question.
I don't think Ole Miss really has a like spurt in them. Like they might make a shot here or there, but like I don't think they have like a real hard push left. They are going to make free throws.
Well, yeah, what's going to happen is if for Ole Miss to, in my opinion, to win this game is fun, Arkansas has to go through that stupid crap where they don't hit a field goal for like 6 minutes. And then also they're going to have, white boy Slim out there hitting 3 threes in a row. Like that to me is going to be the type of thing that makes Arkansas like lose this game in that way. But if they just keep doing what they've been doing, feeding Adu down low, being smart with their shots and not having careless turnovers. I mean, I don't see any reason why they don't win. I mean, they're up 7. Mm-hmm. If you get a stop here, I mean, I feel good about it. It'd be nice for DJ to get a shot, man. He's 2 of 10.
Yeah,
great.
Struggling a little bit today. Nelly's back in there now. It looked like he was getting ready to check in, so that's good.
The important thing is that Arkansas take all of their shots with less than 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, make or miss, right? Just
drain that sucker down.
it's almost
And
like
if you
you're
don't turn the
resting
ball
on
over-
offense.
You don't turn the ball over and you don't foul on the other end. I don't think Ole Miss is going to make enough shots to outscore you by 8 down the stretch.
Yeah, definitely don't turn it over. Can't do them the favor of handing them the basketball and letting them get out in transition here.
That four corners offense,
Yeah.
So Caleb says, y'all seriously don't want to win this one. Now that Arkansas is here and they're up 7, you win. You win.
I don't know, Caleb. Yeah. I brought it up and I got shot down. It's like, hey, do they have enough gas in the tank? Who cares, Curtis? Who gives a damn? It's like,
now that you're here,
just asking.
Losing would feel like a little bit of a letdown. Had they just simply lost, it would have been different. You know what I mean? Like, had they not made this run.
We all agree, though, I think, that if they do wind up pulling this one off, tomorrow's going to be a disaster.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, and here's the thing, too. It's like I'm just trying to psych myself into continuing to not get too emotionally invested into this game. Because I know if I do,
you're smart.
it's gonna ruin my day if they lose. So it's like, but I'm like, I can't do that because I went into the game saying I don't care like what happened. So it's a mental thing. But again, if they win, I'm not gonna be pissed. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is stupid. What are you doing, Cal? Like, no, I want them to win. I really do. But I'm just trying to make sure I don't get myself emotionally invested to where if they don't, then I'm gonna just make my day be ruined. I don't want that. It's too nice outside.
And I want to make my stance clear. I came into this kind of secretly not wanting them to win. But again, I was kind of just content with playing well, them making shots, losing by 6. That was kind of where I was at. Now that they've taken the lead, it's there's no doubt about it. Like you go ahead and get the job done, get another nice warm fuzzy feeling in your stomach. A 2-1 week would be a superb accomplishment.
Yep.
I brought winning energy to the stream today, everyone. Yeah. That was my mindset. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy with what's going on right now. It's whatever.
I'm happy with it. I want to see them play well and all that, but it's also like I don't know. I think I'm thinking too much about the NCAA tournament, just making sure everyone's good to go and ready. But it's just I don't know. I've never been in this situation before where Arkansas has got the end of the game and. You don't. It's just weird having a game where you're trying to not care who wins.
Yeah,
it's hard.
And again, like they'll have great.
Oh yeah, it's always a good start.
They'll have plenty of time to rest up and everything, no matter what. Like it'll be longer than their normal rest, no matter what, which is good. That is a double dribble that was not called
by
Malik Dia. That's about as bad as
crazy.
Yeah, that was about as bad of an out of timeout as you can have.
Wow.
Give up a 3 on the inbounds, turn it over at half court, foul a guy. That's not what you want there.
Well, what we really honestly cannot have is overtime.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, winning it's not conducive to winning basketball when a 7-point lead evaporates in 6 seconds.
Yeah, that was quick.
Now there's no run the clock for possessions or anything you're in a 1-possession game. Now you got to play. You can't even get into your damn offense. You got to burn a timeout. Like, what did they do during that entire media break? What did they do? Did the Men in Black guys come with that little zapper and erase their memories of how to play basketball? I mean, what the hell happened? 30 seconds. And they look like they just forgot everything they've done the entire game. I know I called it Razorback Hog. It's what this team does. It's just what they do. Will they find a way to win like they normally do in these situations? Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just so unbelievably predictable. Put a team away, man.
Yeah, especially like Ole Miss really for a while there for like 3 minutes looked like they were just kind of checked out. You felt like there was a chance there for you to show them the door. Yeah, now they got some life.
Look at Jay Billis. He's loving it right now. He's bricked up, man. He's clenching his jaw so hard, trying to avoid the smile. I'm going to go give Chris Beard a hug.
Hey, there's our guy Forday and Goodman. Man, the stars are out there in SEC tournament.
How about it?
Who was that?
Pat 40 and who you mean?
Oh, what you just said. I missed it.
Oh, I was saying it was Pat 40 and Jeff Goodman there and behind Billis. So I was like, all the stars are out.
That's a crew. Trevin is a dog, man.
That's 4 on Billy.
Are we sure DJ doesn't have the hurt thumb? He's not even remotely close on any of these shots.
It's crazy because when DJ's feeling it, I'm always like, man, I wish he would shoot more.
Mm-hmm.
But then every now and then you get the high sample size and you're like, well, maybe not.
Yeah, it's big as a 1-1 too.
Oh, damn.
So let's see. You got 4 fouls for Billy, 3 and 3 for Nelly and Knox.
Yeah, it's getting they're starting to rack them up here quick with no time coming off the clock. So I mean, they're gonna have to play Z again if one of those guys fouls out, right?
They might put Jaden in ahead of Z. He's got his warm-ups. He's in his jersey and everything now. Does he even come in the second half?
No,
I don't think so. I mean, because he didn't start it.
Oh, Big Z has 0 minutes in this game or in this half.
So I wonder if they made that decision as like a thumb related, they were just, that maybe that's could make us feel better because it's like, okay, maybe his thumb really is just bothering him.
It took 52 seconds for Arkansas to piss away a 7-point lead.
That's impressive.
And when I said it was coming, everybody's like, "Don't you dare, Curtis!" No, just that's the way it is. Now it's game on.
You're right back where you are every game.
Carter just kicks it out of bounds. They get a lead and they forget how to play basketball. They just forget how to play. Oh man.
This will be a good one for the ESPN win probability chart.
Yeah.
I bet it's fluctuated like crazy here lately.
Now it looks like legs.
Yeah.
For Arkansas. Who was the foul on?
The Statcast says Adu.
For existing? Now you foul a guy on a fadeaway jumper.
I guess that's the guy you would rather the foul be for Arkansas. Because that's all 3 on him now, right?
Yep.
Which I mean,
I guess he got him. Why is the Ole Miss fan got the prayer hands going on? It ain't that serious.
Dude, this is a big deal. They don't know. They don't know.
I would just like to see another team take the momentum instead of you give it to them.
Would be great.
Let's see how they respond here with DJ off the floor. Yes, sir.
That's a good way to respond.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Billy, stop it!
No cramps on that one. My goodness, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Billy, the point guard with 4 fouls, is what we needed.
He was up there, man.
Yep.
Man, he really is like he is the kind of guy you want in March.
So much for that.
Shut up, nerd. Stupid little kid. Too small. You're too small. Go to school, dude. What are you doing?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I was just a hope and a prayer. That's just a hope and a prayer, dude.
Yeah, I mean, they're just ducking their head and driving into chest here. Big Z's going back in the game. You know you're in dire straits.
Because Adu's got 4. I mean, you need Adu in the final stretch.
This is the final stretch.
Well, I'm just saying like the under 4 timeout. If we can get to that.
I hope that I have to apologize to Big Z, but
You don't see this rotation going well?
I'm guessing this ain't going to go well.
Dude, what's crazy? There's still an under 4 timeout coming.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
That's crazy.
I hope he shoots a 3 on the first touch, though.
Sheesh.
Go ahead and get the poster on your face, then. Yeah.
Oh. Cal's not happy. He's a very angry man.
Soft, lazy, tired, unfocused stuff right there.
Lazy passing, dude, is all it is. This lazy passing.
Yeah, see, like this is like the only way this game could have played out to where I'm really like annoyed.
Yeah. And there's still 5.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
13-2 run. 13-2 run now for Ole Miss.
What in the world does this have to do with John Calipari? Are you dumb, stupid, or just living under a rock?
Maybe all the above.
This like we told you were going to lose in a random tournament game in the middle of the afternoon against Ole Miss.
It doesn't matter after you've already clinched your spot in the NCAA tournament. That
Yeah.
We told you we were going to finish one game over you in the conference standings. We told you.
Good. I'm glad Z was able to contribute to the cause for a minute there.
Good run.
Wide open. At least they got the foul there. No, Ben, we're not falling for it. We're just calling out dumbassery when we see it.
Yeah. We really don't rage too much. We do grift with the trolls a little bit.
So it's a 1-1, I think. Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know, just me humming.
Was that the band thing?
What?
Was that the band thing? Were you doing
when they hit the boom boom.
If so, that's a crazy move.
right, 5 minutes, 3-point game. Hogs are struggling a little bit from the free throw line today.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting real tired, man. Those middle drives and stuff are coming way too easy. The 50-50 balls.
This is bad.
Jonas just fouled out for existing.
Damn, he picked up those 3 fouls like real quick.
This might turn to 15 real quick.
Yeah, that's what I really, really don't want to see.
I mean, is that worth the call?
Not at all.
Just
That's it.
What
That's
do
an
you
awful
do?
call. That's an awful call. Dude, that is awful. You just changed the game for that. Good job, refs. Good job officiating. That's great. So
Now we have to play this game without our Hakeem Olajuwon down low. Yeah, the next time I see a well officiated college basketball game, particularly in the SEC, it might be the first.
Like that. Again, like you're saying, Curtis, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
That might be a kind of a very big deal here in the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, the 5 in the game is the 5 you got. So
Yep.
NZ is not in that game.
correct. That was something. But Ole Miss isn't like a huge team, like so having Trevin at the
Right.
5 here is not a big deal.
Yeah, if this were yesterday, this would be really tough.
Right.
I feel like the last 5 minutes of game time have taken 25 minutes.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
Still have not hit that under 4 timeout.
Yeah, you better get some makeup calls towards Arkansas on those.
Dude, Cal is pissed.
I would be too.
I would be too. Yeah.
Your player is playing the best. They just had him foul out on that.
Oh boy, DJ.
Respectable.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll allow it. Foul? What is this phantom whistle nonsense, man? My God.
The ref just had to tell him, don't do that too small stuff again. That's what he said. Did he get fouled?
It's just really, really soft. Like by the letter of the law or something, maybe, but my goodness, man. It's a physical basketball game.
Unreal. I think there's been 4 straight possessions for both teams being fouled.
Yeah, I was going to say, in fairness, that was 1-2 on them. Was anybody even around, Billy? Yes. I will say yes. Let's see.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be about 25, 30 minutes of real time go by before this game gets over.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was but I mean, that's pretty soft too. goodness.
By the way, Andrew, breaking news: the Arkansas-Ole Miss baseball game has been moved up
Yeah.
to 2 p.m.
I'm surprised. They're not doing a doubleheader tomorrow?
Guess not.
It's interesting. I feel like it's going to rain Saturday, but
Is that what the forecast is looking like?
yeah, it's looking like. I mean, I think they could play 2 games tomorrow. But I thought they might move it up.
This is insane. Bless you.
Thank you.
Split them. All right. When was the last time John L. Davis touched the basketball?
Dude, I couldn't tell you.
The first half? I mean,
Yeah, he's been just kind of out there. I mean, and he hasn't played a ton in this half because I guess he went out for a huge stretch with foul trouble, but
He's taken 2 shots in the second half.
yeah, and Ole Miss is dialed. This Brandon Garrison looking dude just making everything he shoots.
Yeah, but you still got your boy TB.
That's just that's just a big time shot. My goodness, he's playing well.
I mean, he's getting to the point where he's a consistent 2 or 3 threes a game.
Yeah. Oh, the switch is scary. Got it back though. Travel, man. Dang. The little man, little mustache, the 5'6" dude is out here taking a stroll through the lane.
Oh my goodness! I just saw it again. How bad of a travel that was not called. That was bad.
Yeah. Oh yes.
That was bad.
That was really bad. That's absolutely a walk. That being said, DJ just can't be getting scored on by this 5'6" dude every possession down the floor. I mean, he's just taking it to him every single possession. I know you're tired, but like, yeah.
The post up from the 5'7" guy's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Yeah, stretch them legs out here during this final timeout and get yourself going.
Man, let's lock the hell in.
Oh, I got to do my tweet.
Oh,
You sure these last 2 minutes 57 seconds are going to go great?
Yeah, totally. Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's gonna be 3:00 by the time we start that post game show.
Man, I just feel like this last, like from the under 12 timeout to now at the under 4 timeout was literally like 45 minutes.
They got one more push in them, guys. One more little spurt.
You got to make these free throws, and that'll be a good start to it.
If they just simply don't allow any more points, they might have a chance.
yeah. Feels like Captain Obvious here. They were just looking at a free throw contest down the stretch, and that's bothersome.
With the way they're shooting the free throws today.
Yeah, just get the right dudes up there.
Yeah, you can't have. I mean, because Jonas is taking a good bit.
Yeah,
I guess DJ's taking a couple. Carter split a couple.
Yeah, Jonas is 5 of 8, Billy 4 of 6, DJ 3 of 5, Knox, Brazil both 1 of 2, and Nelly 1 of 1.
Yeah, I would like to see Nelly get like 6 free throw attempts.
Guys, this is a little fun little fact. The past 5 minutes of game time, less than 6.5 minutes of game time, there have been 11 fouls called in this game.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of been what it's been, and we'll see if it continues to be that way. But yeah, could be a long one.
Nelly hasn't taken a shot in over 12 minutes of game time.
That has to change.
He's played 30 minutes in this game, and like he's got to at least touch the basketball.
He does that a lot. Where like, and it's probably they probably need to do a better job of getting him involved, but he just kind of floats for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Who's shooting these free throws?
Carter, I believe.
Carter,
Okay.
yeah. I just hate this because this has been a, sloppy at times, but like a fun watch, and they're just ruining it on both ends with this nonsense. I'm glad that they're showing this. 1, 2, 3. I
mean, that's dude.
Yeah. I hope that the broadcast is calling it out, but goodness gracious, man.
Yeah, they called it out.
Good. He knows. Look at him smiling.
Yeah, Jay Billis says, travel in my mind. That's a travel anywhere in this world. I'm sure that won't play into what ends up happening in the end of this game. I'm sure it won't matter. They won't lose by 1.
Nelly and
2
Trevor
points are a lot in this particular game.
Yeah.
So Billis has been coming at the refs a lot.
Good.
Do we like him now?
For what's right?
It's gaining favor.
Back in good graces temporarily.
He better hope this team doesn't play Duke. He better hope.
Man.
Easy.
I mean,
these Hogs are scrappy, man.
they're not giving up on it. I should have got the A1 on that.
I think we can get at least one of these.
That's kind of where I'm at. Every time somebody not named John L. Davis goes to the line, I'm like, yeah, split them and made the first. Well, I don't need to see Trey Johnson. That'll be 1-point game.
That'll do, man.
Just
Thanks.
hate it. No, like that wasn't a reaction to a play. That was just me. Like,
I was like, I'm over here bracing myself.
No,
like,
sorry.
What
That was
is
just
going
me
to
like,
happen
about the general game. My bad.
I
I was
me
looking at
talking
the
about
stat
the
broadcast. I'm like, it must not have computed.
I was literally thinking, I was like, all right, based on the sound that come out of his mouth, they probably just fouled a 3-point shooter.
I just need to like not have like any reactions.
No.
Like if I have a reaction, it needs to be because of what happened. If I don't have a reaction, I just need to mute my mic and
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, who's got 4 fouls that just gave up a 4-point play? Like that was a hell of a
stretch. That was a good.
Elite
defensive play there.
Defensive possession is what it was.
Incredible poison restraint by the officials to not blow a whistle.
They were thinking about it.
They wanted it. What a block by Carter.
Yeah, Carter could not have jumped more up and down and just blocked it cleaner.
Yeah, Billy in the pick and roll is interesting.
Oh boy, goodness. Yeah, that was a reaction to something.
Same.
Like how, dude? How many times have they been this close to an and one? Man. Yet Ole Miss is throwing garbage up in the air and it goes in.
I know.
The pigs are relentlessly pounding and penetrating the paint.
Wow, that is well done.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So one
Puncture.
timeout for Arkansas. Ole Miss has 2 timeouts. We got 1:23 to play, and the game is tied.
What could go wrong?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
The game is no longer tied. Arkansas is winning. Good job, Carter.
Ever since we criticize him, Carter's been pretty good.
Yeah,
all it takes.
He answered the bell.
He does that. It's like in the second half, he's like, all right, my shots aren't falling. I'm just gonna drive like
that's
a madman.
maybe a travel, but I guess not.
Call timeout.
Ooh, did he drag that foot though? Whatever. I see you, BTC Pack. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah. That looked like a walk to me, man.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they've set the precedent in this game that they're just not calling travels. There were a couple times with Trevin where he would just catch the ball and just be moving his feet. And I'm like, oh.
Our girl Taylor Corn just texted me and said, "This game," I was like, makes me want to die.
When you realize that people can see it, you're like, oh no.
Yeah, don't look at this.
Jay Billis called it out too. Good on you, Jay.
I mean, they're just traveling all over the court. Is Shulman? No, what's the guy that they used to have with Bill Walton? Was that Pash? Dave Pash?
Think so.
Yeah. Yep.
I like him.
Man, I'm just struggling.
I know. Who just posted? Yeah, Dre says, "For me not caring, I'm starting to care." Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, that's what's funny is like the game always will play out a certain way because I kind of came in today thinking you're okay with the loss, but then once they get up 7, I'm like, okay, well you can't lose now,
Right?
It's just been another roller coaster.
Oh no. I don't know how that dude got so wide open, but I'll take the miss even with the board, I guess.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
There's that terrible on-ball defender. I'm just kidding.
What a play.
It was good stuff.
You know what it is? That's
Play by Nelly Davis.
That's the matchup we like, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like.
Dude, that's onions double order sauteed. Okay, so timeout here.
Yeah.
You got 49 seconds, so obviously you can't like run the clock off. They're not going to foul. So is this something you just like, hey, give it to Nelly and let him do something? Like,
I would. I'd probably just stick to the script. I know he isn't playing well, but I'd just DJ, get downhill and see what you can find, man.
But when we pitched that suggestion yesterday, they went to Nelly and it worked.
They did, and it was a good play that they drew up. And honestly, Cal, like Muss would send him back out there and just be like, hey, get into your stuff. I want whoever my guy is to have the ball in his hands. Cal will draw something up. It's like he is going to draw up a look for somebody here. But it's really interesting. Like I do wonder where they're going to go because Trevin's kind of got a hot hand, but you'd have to really run something for him for like a 3, which you don't necessarily need. But it's been like Billy and Carter kind of getting to the rim and getting. So
I'll say this too. It's also a tough place to inbound the ball. You have no timeouts left.
Oh, they're in that corner.
They're in that corner. So that's definitely going to be.
If you're Ole Miss, do you really pressure them and pick them up here and risk a foul, or do you?
I mean, I would personally.
I would at least until they got it in, and then maybe back up and just guard.
Yeah, because when you don't get many inbounds from that corner, so you might as well go all out.
It's fascinating.
Sheesh.
Okay, I just saw Chris Beard's clipboard. If those kids understood all those lines on there, then kudos to
that's
them.
crazy.
That was a mess. That was a
Also,
mess.
did they add time to the clock?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, about a
Lame.
half second.
Yeah, because it was like 49.5, 49.8
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Golly, man.
Yeah, Dre, I think that they were just looking at the clock to
Yeah.
put a little extra time on there, maybe. Well, so Arkansas's out of timeouts.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
No Adu.
Ole Miss has one.
No
Okay.
Z.
So again, they are going to the. Did anybody hear what the ref is saying?
Mm-mm. I got zero sound at all.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
got some.
Bruiser Flint.
There,
Like
now,
Arkansas,
Billis is saying that it sounds like that maybe they're talking about where the ball should be inbounded.
all in Arkansas's entire staff is out there going crazy. Bruiser Flint's snapping out right now. And I'll tell you what it is. He's probably saying, "Mother, we just spent the entire time out drawing up a particular play in a particular spot. And now we're coming out of the break, and you got us doing it somewhere else."
Ronnie can't believe it.
Big difference in a corner inbounds versus a side versus a baseline. It changes your entire play.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
At least it's on this end of the court.
So it's almost a standard baseline.
But
Brian Ramsey says 3 time OT classic. How about
Shut
it?
up.
No.
Shut up.
No, we're not doing
Stop.
that today.
Don't you dare.
Good job. All right. DJ with the ball.
God, got it ruined. Yo.
I mean,
Whatever. Last shot.
yeah.
Hogs get the last shot.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's okay. 20 seconds left. I mean, it's not terribly dissimilar from the situation you just had.
Yep. All right, so tie game, 20 seconds. Arkansas doesn't have any timeouts.
Dude, that's like the worst thing. Just let him make it, man.
Is Nelly time? Oh my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire.
I don't like that reaction.
Not a bad reaction.
Oh my.
Oh
my.
I just want to say zero reason to go that early. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that was almost disastrous because I mean, if Ole Miss gets that rebound, then you're the one.
Oh, Marshall Henderson's there. He's pissed. Dude, they show that's a clear foul call. But apparently they're reviewing it to see if it was intentional.
Also, he
no review.
Did Nelly not travel?
Yeah, he definitely did.
Unreal.
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Well, boys, that is a brutal beat.
Dude, that is that's pretty tough, man. That's
Yeah.
about as bad as it gets.
Brutal beat.
Out of a way to lose. John, that's a tough beat for John specifically. He's been going to war with this white guy all game. I mean, you have the ball. You have the ball with 20 seconds left in a tie game.
Yeah.
OT should be the worst case scenario.
John L. Davis cannot touch the ball in crunch time. Should not have done that at the free throw line yesterday. Should not have done that right there going early. Ole Miss can't touch the ball again there. That cannot happen. Absolutely horrible late game management.
There's a reason why we say when the shot clock's turned off and you have the ball, hey, we got the last shot. You need it to be the last shot. Like it just has to be the last shot. I get it. I guess there was a foul there and all that, but it's like you said, you called it in the moment. You said no reason to go that early.
Absolutely pitiful late game stuff, man. And Trevin smokes both free throws. That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one to swallow. The good news is you have a week to swallow it, but just not gonna leave. There was plenty of ways for Arkansas to lose this game and us to not have a sour taste in our mouth. And they found a way to leave it extremely sour.
Yeah.
The one silver lining would be just that you don't have to play Auburn tomorrow.
Yeah. Just pitiful.
Well, is it post-game reaction time?
Yeah, post-game reaction time. I'll see y'all over there.
All righty.
All right.
Everybody who was just here, come join us. Get your reactions in. We'll be fired up in a couple
around.
minutes.